Hello, everyone, and welcome to Trainer Training, I think the first ever team-based coaching event ever held for Umamusume Pretty Derby. I'm here with Destin, Mono, and Terumi, and we're here with how many players? 45 total players in this entire event, and we're starting with the mile category. Destin.
Yeah, the mile category, we got some pretty interesting maps picked out. We got Hanshin 1800, Tokyo 1600, Nakayama 1600. A couple of them, they're going to be pretty good shooting for victory maps, so hopefully our pace chasers broad shooting for victory. Nakayama is going to be just your classic, it's a redshift map, so that one is pretty universal for a lot of the accelerations. And we have some very interesting Umas, so I'm pretty excited to get into these races.
Yeah, Mono, any other thoughts on this map?
Um, yes. So this map has a pretty large downhill. So having a large width base is particularly nice because you can also carry over downhill excel mode potentially. So that is another big factor.
Yeah, and so we're gonna have to speed it up because of me. There were a few delays, and we're gonna take a look at each Uma right now, starting from Jesu, who was a player that I was a little worried about. Okay, my good friend Jesu, I was a little concerned because he's traveling to Slashback, he's in Grid Break, he's a busy guy, but despite saying that he would go 9th out of 9, this man on Top Gun does not look like it's going 9th.
No, she actually looks pretty solid. She's got the DDPP combo. She doesn't have TTL, but she still has early lead and groundwork. And she should be hitting groundwork on most of these courses, if not all of them. Yeah, with Frontrunner Savvy, she's for sure hitting groundwork on all of these. Deck is looking pretty good. And yeah, I mean, I wish we had the clip, but I was watching some of his coaches stream, Charles, and Charles, after he lost the champions meeting, he was crashing out, and he was like, "And I have this event coming up with Saya and J2. J2 hasn't even played the game."
This guy has IRL fast learner though, because going from 0 track blazer careers to this is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
No.
But I got really bad news though, because we have a cosmic entity up next. Terumi, have you seen this Mihono bourbon?
No, but I can already tell this is gonna bomb the lobby. Mihono bourbon. Oh my god! So what we see here, actually, I'm not as concerned, but this is very interesting. So this is a guts build Mihono bourbon. A lot of this UG score is gonna become from that, max guts. And although it does look very terrifying, the guts is not impactful as it seems. What we're really looking at here is a relatively well-statted Mihono bourbon with decent speed, decent power, and a lot of wit. And guts does factor into her max speed a little bit and a little bit of guts dueling, but as a front runner, you're not really dueling all that much all the time. So it's just going to be that tiny bit more of max speed, which kind of just makes up for her lack of top speed. So what we're really looking at here is just going to be her skill options, and I am not seeing too many gold skills. Front runner is kind of a gold skill game, whereas where you're really competing with other front runners to see how many of those gold skills you can possibly get to get that edge. So although it looks really pretty scary, I wouldn't count out the other players just yet.
Yeah, we got to speed up a little bit.
It has my last.
Oh, okay, I'll let you go.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty, very rare in this because if you don't know, a lot of our players were borrow locked to their team, so they couldn't just go on the website and look up for any parents. They used only their own Umas and their teammates' Umas for borrows, just as a reminder. So that's pretty impressive for borrow locked.
Yeah, and let's speed up a little bit. Miasma here with the Hishi Amazon, not an Uma you see a lot, but I really like that we're seeing a lot of different Umas being represented in this event. VGT, you got this last minute. Rice Shower showing up in the mile with a few debuffs. We'll see how that goes. I skipped the nice nature. Wow. Wow. If only DT was
Incredible.
here.
Oh, yeah, he would have
She
loved
even brought the
this.
all-seeing eyes.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a really solid stat line. Lots of gambling accelerations as well.
Yeah, can't count this one out.
Yep. And Manhattan Cafe, not in long, feeling a bit out of place, but mile A. And we'll see if this Manhattan Cafe can do it. Certainly has the stats, right?
Oh, yeah. The stamina is actually a little concerning, especially with the all-seeing eyes.
Oh, it might matter.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll see. But sketchy.
A Manhattan would be dying. It would be incredible.
Sketchy showing up with the deck, and this Taiki Shuttle, of course. If you think of Mile, a lot of time you think of Taiki Shuttle, but you don't think of TM Opera O. And we're seeing a Mile S TM Opera O from Rin here. And this is going to be quite the threat, potentially, but of course, TM Opera O, unique, a little bit unreliable.
Yeah.
And finally, an interesting Mihono Bourbon.
This is from Selena.
Yep, there's some debuffs here. We'll see if that ends up making a difference. But let's head right into the first race.
Yeah, something we want to keep an eye on is this lobby composition with exactly 3 fronts. Taiki can still proc that shooting for victory on a couple of these maps, even if she doesn't move up into the front pack. And since she has Mile Maven built into her kit, she should be, that's kind of who I'm looking at. Mile Maven plus that mid race, good wit. I think she's going to be in a good position to hit that shooting for victory on at least 2 out of 3 of these maps. On one of these maps, I believe SFV isn't really too relevant, but on this map, it definitely is. So,
yeah, we'll have to see. This massive downhill will favor the Umas with high wit, as mentioned earlier, and of course, stamina less of a concern. But taking a look at this very, very wide roster of Uma, who are you favoring heading into this one?
Considering this, out of all the maps we have for Mile, I think Hanshin 1800 is like the Taiki map. If there was going to be one, it's a little bit, it'll proc a little bit early, but it has plenty of duration. And like I said, with that Mile Maven, she should be in 4th. I'd be very surprised if she's not in 4th when we come up to the late race. But either of the fronts could pull it out too. The Maya's flashy landing can work from 2nd position. Kind of like a Daiwo rocket, but a little more inconsistent. And of course the Bourbon with the 1200 guts and the stacked mid race. We could see something from Junior Jam as well.
Yeah, the race at the front of the pack is a bit concerning, right? The front runners who are not able to hit the angling and scheming will not have a good time in the late race. And of course, among all of them, Junior Jam standing very tall, but Jesu trying to fight back here in the mid race. There's not a lot of time to do so in this mile, but we'll see if the paces can also push up. Taiki Shuttle with the shooting for victory, a big concern as well.
Yeah, I said I'd be very surprised if she's not in 4th, and she's not even close. She's in 6th. She's pushing up a little bit, but she has a lot of distance to close on that TM Opera O. Looking at our late surgers, we have, let's see, what is that? We have Hishia Amazon, the encloser, surprisingly, at the front of the late pack. Nice Nature right behind, but both of them are a little far off from where they want to be for that pump position. I believe they need to move up one more spot, but we'll see what happens.
Angling and scheming here. Junior Jam looking good as TM Opera O is pushing up. Looking really good for Rin here as TM Opera O continues to try and chase down the Mihono Bourbon. But as time runs out, it looks like the Bourbon is safe. It's time for the end closer, the Hishi Amazon, to try and burst through the middle. Gets right past the TM Opera O. Velocity up at the final moments, trying to chase down the Bourbon, but it's not enough. Gets 2nd place, but that Bourbon is just too strong.
Yeah, we couldn't see the interface obviously, but if that Hishi Amazon procced dueling on that Guts build Mihono Bourbon, that probably made the difference for Junior Jam there. I don't know if he had the 1200 Guts, if Bourbon would have held on. That Hishi Amazon was moving really fast.
Yeah. Wow. That was, of course, the result that we were all worried about, right? Of course, when you're Mile player, submit your Uma, and it's a UG1 Mihono Bourbon, then you know your team is in good hands, at least for this round.
Yeah, and
Theoretically, you could have the same Uma in the second race day, but most people are not going to go for that. We'll see if Junior Jam can cook something better.
Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure if that TM Opero ended up missing her SFV because I saw a really strong speed carryover from both her Speed Star and her Unique popping on that final corner going into the late race, but she just did not move up at all. So I wonder if she ended up missing that critical Axel, but critically still earning points for her team with this third place finish. So I'd say this is a success.
Yeah.
Yep. And you mentioned people carrying if Junior Jam wants to bring that bourbon over into the second round. I think the one thing that might put him off on that is now people know what the lobby composition looks like, so we might not even see the same Umas, the same lobby comp. We could load into Mile on race day 2 and just see 9 fronts, and then it's and then it's like, can this bourbon hold off 9 fronts in the mid race? Maybe, but I think a lot of people are seeing how important mid race and wit is, especially for that mid race to get that positional requirements.
And for anyone who thinks that Destin is exaggerating, he is not.
Little spoiler for later on. Did we get all the points recorded?
It's happening right now. Can you cue Sketchy to start the next lobby? Next lobby is Tokyo 1600.
He started all of them, but he might be like on the one step off if you.
I haven't checked yet because give me a sec.
Yeah, I queued him to just start all of the mile races once you said you had joined all of them as spectator.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so let's see. So we're seeing the next track here, Tokyo 1600. Any quick thoughts on the track?
On Tokyo 1600, Taiki herself, I believe SFV will still give her a little bit of acceleration going into that late race. Not a ton. It's kind of similar to we had a CM recently where Taiki herself was the only one that had any acceleration. But I mean, other than that, we could just see a repeat performance from the Bourbon. Redshift isn't going to work, so a lot of our paces and actually Redshift didn't even really work on the last map, did it? But even less so here. It's definitely way too early here.
Yeah, definitely feeling a little bit scared for the other members now seeing the performance on that Bourbon. But this is going to be that CM3 map, Tokyo 1600. Very small room on the final corner for an angling scheming proc going into a straight XL zone. So the end closers are going to have some guaranteed XL here, although very limited in that 0.9 second duration of spurt. So I do believe it's going to be a focus on that front runner battle and if this Taiki can hit her unique or not.
Yep. And if any of these fronts or paces brought Mummy or Plancha, it would also work here, but I'm not too sure. I don't think any of them did. So I think it's just going to be whoever gets Rod is going to be competing with whoever hits Pump and Spurt. That's pretty much what it's going to break down to. And if Taiki can hit that unique, then she will be in a pretty good spot, but she's going to need some supplemental excel. Like SFV on its own isn't going to last long enough to get her up to top speed. She's going to need head on and Rod if she has it, but I don't believe Sketchy brought Rod on his Taiki.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be a tough duel. That pump for end closer into that spurt is quite deadly on this map. So if we can see it happen, I would not be surprised if it upset.
Yeah, but you do have to worry about that Hishi Amazon proccing all that Excel and then proccing the dueling, and then we just see Bourbon speed up even more. Either way, it's going to be very interesting. Will we see a Mihono Bourbon sweep? Or will we see an upset?
That's the thing, right? If things go right for the front runner, it is the most reliable way to win, right? If you're first, you're first.
Yeah, W Agent, yeah, he said it himself. If my front's faster than your front, I win.
You can't count out the lates, though. They have some very powerful gambling skills. on that list.
We got good old Slick Surge. We got updrafters on the mile. We got Nimble. And of course the classic Pump.
And we see a lot of the players in the chat trying to curse. A missed groundwork and a missed early lead here. But will that be the case?
Well, I saw 3 excels up, and we have 3 fronts, so I think everyone hit at least one part of their groundwork combo.
Yeah,
groundwork on Taiki.
Wait, that goes kind of crazy. But my eyes were on the Mihono Bourbon from Junior Jam, as always. And interestingly, started a little later, it felt like, than the other Umas, but did get the skill procs off and caught up, so did not miss the wit checks. Look at Jesu's Mihono Top Gun, though, trying to catch up, but the Operation Cacao is just making it too difficult.
Yeah, but Maya, especially on this map, this is a flashy landing map. Flashy landing is real here, so even in second position, as long as she can get close enough to satisfy that flashy landing conditions, she's in a really solid spot. But I'll tell you who's even in an even better spot. It is that Taiki Shuttle, who is pushing up into second almost, and she has the SFV, so if she overtakes now, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll see if that overtake can come through here. Shooting up the positions is the Taiki Shuttle, trying to catch up to that Mihono Bourbon, but it's looking very difficult. Taiki Shuttle running forward, trying to catch up, dueling even for the extra speed, but this Mihono Bourbon is so far away. It's Nice Nature's turn to try and earn some points, trying to go up in the positions. Taiki Shuttle racing forward. Will there be enough room for the Taiki Shuttle? Trying to catch up with the Triumphant Pulse, almost, but it's not enough. Still in second.
That was so close. I thought we were going to see T-Pulse rob another victory, but it just wasn't enough by a neck. Oh.
Incredible.
If you're on Junior Jam's team right now, you are really happy.
That was quite unfortunate. Taiki Shuttle actually herself almost had the most insane speed carryover I've ever seen in my life. I believe 4 skills and Radiant Star proccing at the final corner, but it did not carry over. I believe it just ran out at the last second, so she did not get much advantage there. But if that had hit, this could have been a very different result.
Yeah, and the Maya I saw did hit Flashy Landing, but it looked like it might have been just a little bit too late to really do anything, especially once that Taiki overtook. It's like,
Yeah, Taiki running up on the inside rail, giving Maya that flashy landing, but it was just a little bit delayed. And as we all know, delayed XL is not nearly as good as perfect XL. So Junior Jam holding on to that lead for now.
Team Agent with an incredible nest egg to start the event off. 24
points, and I mean, the way that stat line is looking, we might see a clean sweep in the mile category. We're going to be heading into Nakayama 1600, and let me tell you, angling and scheming, it still works. So
yeah, not only does it work, but she also has access to Redshift on this map as a front runner, so it is going to be quite, even more so difficult, I believe, for the other players to be able to compete with her on this map. But, all it takes is a wit check. All it takes is a wit check, and we could be seeing a very different result in the final map. So I would not count anything out. There's never a certainty when it comes to Umamusume.
Yep, there's a lot of crazy things that it can happen. Although I believe he has concentration, so maybe we won't see a 99 millisecond late start, but you couldn't hit those 99 millisecond late starts into missing your groundwork, into getting blocked by a pace chaser who kidnaps you.
Hey, but that's what we do have that. I saw that you pointed out that groundwork. It's actually an insane tech, Shrewd Step into groundwork. Shrewd Step is the groundwork activator, and what's interesting about Shrewd Step is it actually activates at a very convenient time for pace chasers, right when they're exiting PDM going into the mid race. So it's kind of a helpful velocity, is how you could best think about it, as the pace chasers kind of exit their pace down mode and start moving up into their base speed going into the mid game. So really interesting tech. We did see it pay off there. She almost caught up and overtook one of the Mihona Bourbons during that mid race, early mid race. So great, insane tech. Crazy that he actually got it off.
Yeah, and I mean, comboing that with the Mile Maven on top of it, it's just that's why I was so surprised to see the Taiki in 6th on that first map. She must have just had a really bad start.
Yeah. So going into the last map, I do think that is going to be tough for everyone. Kind of one interesting thing to know about the Nakayama 1600 is there is only one straight on the map, and it's the final straight. There are some moments on the map that looks like a straight, but is actually not a straight. There are only 3 corners and 1 final straight. So any straight skills will not activate until the final points of the race.
It's time for everyone to get to try and cursing Junior Jam as we're here at the final mile race of week 1 of trainer training.
Curse of Raw, Curse of Raw, Curse of Raw. Missed the groundwork, missed the early lead. Oh, and honestly, I didn't get a good. I took a little bit of notes for a lot of these Umas, but I did not take notes of who has majority straightaway mid race skills, because that is actually something I forgot about Nakayama 1600, despite being the one to pick Nakayama 1600. Is the fact that we don't have any straights until the final straight.
Yeah, it turns some of your mid race into not mid race anymore. As Jesu. What a great start coming out from this man, a Top Gun.
Yep, it looks like the Curse of Raw might have paid off. I don't think I saw an Excel up come over that Mihona Bourbon.
Oh my goodness. This is a huge opportunity, but look at that Mihona Bourbon just running right past. This is such an obstacle to try and get through for the other front runners, and Mayano Top Gun in second now.
Yeah, Mayano Top Gun in second, Taiki in third, but Taiki ult not really relevant on this map. It's going to be way too late to matter. More interestingly is that Rice Shower in third. I did not particularly see that one coming, especially with that Mile Maven groundwork that we just talked about. But let's look at the backpack, because that is also going to be pretty relevant. We do have Dober Unique working here, and I didn't quite get to see who's in sixth.
Wait, that Taiki Shuttle, Radiant Star at a very good time. Redshift as well. And the shooting for victory. Will this Taiki Shuttle be able to catch up? That's a lot of skills on the final leg here. Speed Star for the velocity. Taiki Shuttle accelerating further and further. Number 5 moving up the mini-map, but this Mihona Bourbon still so far ahead dueling. Taiki Shuttle, can she do it this time? And it's still looking like no, the straightaways, the velocity, but still such a massive gap. It's Junior Jam with a clean sweep. 3 first places.
I mean, when you hit, you hit. I think when in the lobby we all saw the UG, we kind of thought that maybe there was a cosmic entity among us, but just seeing the distance in between the Umas on that one, I think that one was the most what's the word I'm looking for here? Definitive win.
Yeah, very dominant from this last game out of Junior Jam. And yeah, I was worried going into this final map. It is a redshift. Redshift, not only does it help everyone, it also helps front runners. So having that extra acceleration, securing her first place lead is going to be a tough one. Even with that slower start, the power of that first corner activation on her unique into another gold skill, I believe, Escape Artist going out at the same time, just... Mayana was just not able to hold it. It is a gold skill game, and Maya being a front runner does not have any innate gold skills, so it is a very tough battle for her.
Yeah. Shout out to Jesu though, playing that Mayana Top Gun, not heading into this with great expectations, placing I believe quite consistently, right? Team Charles sitting at a total of 18 points, which puts them firmly in third place.
Yeah, I want to say it might have been a podium all 3 races.
Something close to that for sure. And this Rice Shower from PGT placed dead last in the first race, but 4th place here, pushed up really far. and got a lot of points on the board.
Yeah, and I think that does come down to the redshift, like Terumi mentioned. Although I think Mono, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of focus on the UG, but there were a few interesting things I saw during the race, particularly around the uphills and downhills. I noticed some of the stats that they chose to build being neglected or not come into play, especially on the rice shower. It was a big part of how she got the lead.
Got it. And it looks like we are going to go into the sprints now.
Ooh.
Yeah, heading to our first sprint map is going to be that Kyoto 1400. So it is a Kyoto map. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, before we do that, we should briefly check in with with our mile champion.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Give me a second, and then let's head over to their lobby.
Surely Junior Jam wants to give us an interview.
He's part of our staff. He's been around for a while, so quite happy about how he performed today.
I'm sure. Are we moving?
Yeah, let's move.
We're gonna move into the whole team's VC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's invade.
They're coming in here.
Okay.
Oh,
Hello there.
You.
So.
Hey, let me mute the stream.
Yeah, before you hear yourself, or maybe
Before you get the
I
double
did.
audio.
yeah, I just muted the stream now.
All right. First of all, Coach Wagent, how do you feel about your point total?
Ooh. To be honest, feeling quite good. We did have a clean sweep, so I'm very proud of my trainee. Junior Jam picked up on guts maxing really fast. I was very worried about the bourbons that we would have to hit, but he showed me that he is actually a very good listener and an incredibly good player, and I feel very honored to have him on my team. Would you like to say anything, Jam?
My coach is awesome. My coach also doesn't know how to guts max, so we kind of learned together how to do it properly. But I think I was helped out a lot by them, and it was great.
Yeah, and I guess since this is a two-parter, do you expect to make a new Uma for the second week, or is this bourbon just kind of crazy?
Yeah, I'm currently thinking of making an Asian flash for day 2. So I'm hoping to hit something like that, and then be able to race it then. It'd be pretty fun.
Yep. We are planning to remake it. We are very satisfied with our point total, and we're kind of the villains of the event, so we might do something more soulful next time.
Yeah.
I have a question. Junior Jam, was that your first UG?
Yeah. It was also my final run right before the deadline. It was like a half hour before the deadline. I was able to crank it out.
Whew.
2 of my trainees hit their first UG, so I'm very proud of them.
2?
Yes, our sprinter, which is up next. We are still the villains of this event.
That's right.
Oh, no.
They're not UG on this specific one, but they did hit a UG in their running, so they hit something even better than their UG. That's how you know to be scared.
And I'm also proud of everyone else who made an Uma for this event. After talking with some of the coaches on the side, everyone has learned a lot and improved, and I'm very happy for everyone to participate in this with all of us.
All right, let's head back and get ready to head into the sprints. Wow, that team was so professional.
Yeah.
I've been in like non-zero number of team VCs, and and some of the teams are having fun. Some of the teams are PvPing.
That's our boy Wagent. He's our wholesome end enjoyer. Naruto Taishin Oshi. Great guy. Yeah. Go
Otherwise
check him
known
out on
as Mr.
YouTube.
N.
He has a great video on how to play lates and ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if we joined the lobby of a team that just got a clean sweep, maximum number of points, and they were PvPing, I'd be very concerned.
All right. Tell me about Kyoto 1400 meters inner.
Yeah, so going into this first sprint map, it is going to be the most perfect Taiki map you have ever seen in your life. It is going to be a perfect pixel perfect even activation for her unique, giving her full XL. So we do see there are going to be a couple, I count 4 pace Taiki players in this lobby. So going to be very interesting to see which one of these 4 are going to be afford that 3 to 4th place position, because Tech Unique is only 3 to 4 position requirements. So it's going to be a bloodbath for those 2 slots.
Yeah, the only one that's likely to proc that is going to be the strongest Taiki.
And we need the broadcast feedback.
Oh, right.
Yes.
My bad.
We do have 2 fronts in this lobby. A very interesting Akebono front. First I've ever seen. So everyone should be thanking this Akebono front, because actually 3 fronts, counting the Falco and the V Bourbon. So it's going to be a bloodbath for that last slot for Taiki to get her unique. But these 3 fronts are going to be battling out, because we do have access to angling and scheming for the front runners, and it is a short map. It is a sprint. So whoever's going to be in that first place, if they get Axel and they can close it out, that's still a threat.
Yeah, one other thing I am kind of keeping my eye on is Yukine's Taiki. With the corner connoisseur, we could see a corner connoisseur overtake into SFV.
Oh, a corner connoisseur carryover would be crazy. It is a 25% chance, but it is non-zero.
Yes, and Sweaty, their Taiki as well, has Turf S with Nimble. So even though it is a little bit on the lower end for the wit compared to our other Taikis, we could still see a Nimble as well. A Nimble proc can also push them into that 4th position. It'll be a little bit slightly delayed, but... And then, of course, the Akebono. Very surprising to see Dice Queen submit that Akebono. Not only is it a front, Hishi Akebono, but it also has 1200 guts. Are we going to see another 1200 guts Uma do a clean sweep?
Maybe it's the truth. Who knows?
But there's a bit of an interesting part to this. Like, as you guys all mentioned, right? The 3 Taiki shuttles. Wolf Scratch, Yukine, and Malachi Lazuli. Who will get it done?
I fucked up the name, I'm sorry. Yeah, and of course we can't count out the late surges as well. I mean, they have on your left. They should have Nimble, I believe.
Yeah,
Sprinting
King
gear.
Halo is my wife, but unfortunately, in this kind of lobby comp, she is battling quite an uphill to get into an XL spot. But I am cheering for her to hit that instant on your left.
Guys, my bad. But there's 4 Taiki shuttles. They're Sweaty as well.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that overlay on the left that's giving you the gate number and the color. And for the viewers at home, you can correlate the colors to the top bar, so you can have a better idea of which Taiki is in that pivotal 4th position, or 3rd if they manage to overtake a front. Any day now, Kyoto Gate.
No wit checks missed on taking the lead, it seems, as the front runners get off to a good start. Hishi Akebono gotta not be in first place, right?
Well, she could still be in first. Her unique probably will not proc, but she still has Rod. So it's not the end of the world if she misses out on it.
Yeah, she can be like another Uma we'll see later in the day, who is not reliant on the unique. But Valentine Bourbon with that mid game is gonna try and get into good position here.
Oh, we have the long animation too.
Oh right, I forgot to turn that off after the Mambo Cup stream. Oopsie.
Yep, and we do see Yuuki hitting the corner connoisseur a little too early. So does Leo's King Halo. So no corner connoisseur shenanigans today.
That's that
Oh,
smart
we do
Falcon.
really good unrestrained.
Yeah, Smart Falcon at the front here. The front runners already out of contention for first place. It feels like plenty of velocity, but the Taiki shuttles aren't speeding up anymore. It's looking like this Smart Falcon from the one and only Dr. Spectre looking like a dominant winner in this first race.
Yeah, I mean, that was a perfect unrestrained. As soon as that proc, she just zoomed.
Wow, what a performance. You know, a friend once told me that playing Mant is a little bit like playing Balatro, so I think it's quite fitting that the man himself is doing quite well in this career.
And keep in mind, the Champions Meeting is an event of large sample sizes, right? 80 races. This event, you just need to win once, or twice, or 3 times. But if you hit, you really, really hit. You get so many points on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Heike unfortunately was not able to catch up. What I thought would happen ended up being I wonder if actually now looking at it again, I wonder if this Taiki slow spurted. Looking at her stamina, it is quite low for 1400. It is quite low for 1400. I wondered if that was what happened here. I did not see much speed increase when she got her unique, so I wondered if it's just a case of low stam.
She did have 950 guts.
That's true. Yeah, but yeah, having those 3 front runners building so much space with that Smart Falcon, it ended up hitting that unrestrained and angling scheming. So, sprints, is a shorter map. If you can get in first and stay in first, you win.
And we do actually have some analysis here. It does look like the Taiki did full spurt.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we did see the Taiki full spurt. Everybody full spurted. It looks like the Smart Falcon she hit literally everything.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. Unrestrained into angling and scheming. 0.6 perfect axel. I mean, what can you do? What can you do?
Another friend once told me that if the front hits unrestrained, it's fucking over. So that is an incredibly powerful skill for front runners.
But that's okay. We are going to be going into the Chukyo 1200 next. The real homies know that this is going to be that Takenomiya Kinen. The one G1 race that King Halo won in her career. So this is the opportunity, potentially, for the 2 King Halo players to make a comeback. This is going to be a familiar race for some people. This is going to be that CM, I believe, 9 that everyone had on sprint. There is going to be no angling on here. The late race is going to start on a straight, but one thing I do want to note, there isn't quite an interesting interaction with Smart Falcon. If she does not get her unique off on the first straight, there is a small possibility that she'll activate it instantly on the very first frame on the second straight, which is when late race starts. Does not happen all the time, but I do want to point out that is a possibility that we want to be looking for. And then other than that, is going to be quite rough. Most people are going to be, looking for that Pasa unique to get their acceleration. So anyone who's going to be in first or second is probably going to be relying on that skill instead.
Yeah. To the players, we need 3 more people to join the Chukyo lobby real quick. It's an announcement of the tournament server. Please, please, please,
Oh,
please,
no.
please.
Oh no.
Quick, guys, fill in the time. So, Taiki on this map, we have 4 Taikis. I do not believe that Taiki will have any sort of speed carryover at all. I don't. I think it runs out before they reach the late race, so that is going to be unfortunate. But what will work is Mummy Creek and Pasta. So, I do know that at least one of the players have Mummy Creek on their as an inherited skill, so they are definitely in the running. I believe that's Malachi's a Taiki that had it. So if she gets in that, I believe it's 2 to 4 position, she will have a chance to have solid XL and compete with the front runner. Because once again, I believe the contender, the one to beat, is going to be that Falco. You know, with her plancha being in first place, being Falco, having the possibility of getting her Falco unique activating in the late race, is gonna make her the horse to look out for in this race.
Yeah, there is actually something very interesting that can happen with Taiki on this map, especially since we have 4 of them. Is that the unique can late proc, right? So if she's not in 3rd or 4th when they hit the middle of that corner 4, but then we do some position changing, she could get a late proc, and then it is going to be relevant on the final straight. So that is something.
That is correct.
That is something I kind of want to keep an eye out on, especially since we have 4 of these shooters. Oh, and it looks like everybody joined the lobby. Nice.
That is correct. Right. And we are going to be looking forward to who can get the most speed carryover as well. I'm sure you guys remember in the CM9 lobbies we've seen, sometimes it can come over to whoever speed carryovers the most will be the one who will be able to take it.
Yeah, and
we love gambling.
Yeah, speaking of gambling, there's one really interesting. Leo's King Halo has the sprinting gear, has the on your left. Wolf Scratch Taiki has Turbo Sprint and Plan X.
Ooh.
So that is the classic CM9 build. The Turbo Sprint plus the Plan X. Plus the plancha. So, and the Turf S. So honestly anything could happen here, but I think Falco is probably the favorite to win this one as well, but anything can happen, especially when you have a 1200 guts Akebono running you down.
Yeah. They kind of lost it in the last race, but could definitely hold on to it. There's not a whole lot of time they need to do that, so...
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately the frame 1... Yeah, the frame 1 under strain just put her too far away to really get the Akebono into dueling distance, but...
The Curse of Ra comes out once again.
How is the Curse of Ra flooding the chat?
Yeah.
You know, for someone named Victoria Frontier, I'm hearing a lot of front hate.
Oh, something interesting after the last lobby. Oh, it must have just been a typo. For a second, I thought Team Badok had caught up in points to Team W Agent, but it looks like it's been updated now.
Yeah. Shout out to Jack who caught that, by the way. Pinged me.
Nice. And I did see a Turbo Sprint proc way too early. We see a couple Turbo Sprints procking.
Yep. Oh, I forgot to make the animations fast. Enjoy Valentine Bourbon once again.
Enjoy the censored, ruined ultimate in some people's eyes.
Well,
but that is gonna put her way up in front. The other Umas are gonna have to do a lot of closing of the distance. I think Falcon did not get her unique though because she was in 3rd for a lot of that early race. So if she can somehow get up ahead of that Akebono, she might get that perfect Sparkly Stardom, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
Yep, securing the angling and scheming. Planka procced. Wait a second, that Valentine Bourbon is not going that fast. It's Taiki Shuttle overtaking here. That's gonna be Yukine, number 5. Just going into first here, and that Taiki Shuttle is just going to take over. That Valentine Bourbon did not move very fast at all. Did she miss angling and scheming?
Well, like Terumi said in the pre-game analysis, angling and scheming doesn't work on this
map.
Right.
No rod. Securing rod on the map without rod. Oh my goodness.
But I do believe I saw one of the Taikis. I think a couple of them actually. I think I saw one Taiki hit Corner Connoisseur at actually a really opportune time. I think we had some carryover. Yes, it was this one. So Corner Connoisseur actually, I think, made the difference on this one.
Yeah, I actually saw an insane speed carryover. So that was what we're looking for. The classic CM9 gamble build of Pace Chaser's final corner skills. Getting a speed carryover into the late race with the plancha. So yeah, that was just classic. I saw flashbacks to my poor CM9 results
Oh
after
no, this
watching
man
that race. But yeah, very impressive.
Yeah, and the King Halo that I mentioned, Leo's did shoot all the way up into third, but unfortunately, with a sprint track like this, I kind of just ran out of time to really close the distance.
Yep, but third place, still getting a lot of points. That means Team Legend, with 48 points, will be maintaining the lead, but Team Charles, Team Victoria Frontier, kind of catching up here.
Yep, and I actually just did looked at our deep analysis, and it looks like Taiki not only had Corner Connoisseur still active when we hit that final straight, but she also hit Nimble off the back of the Akabono straight into plancha. So she had 3 Excel skills just shove her forward there.
Oof. Yeah, absolutely insane. Like we
don't
said
talk about the 5 late starts, by the way. That
Yeah.
totally didn't happen.
Like we said, when someone hits a 0.6, there's not much we can do. Last time we had that Falcon, this time we have the Taiki. So all's fair in the world, I guess.
Yep, and unfortunately, it looks like the Akabono did not get any dueling procs.
A little bit hard to duel with a Taiki moving at 500 miles an hour past you.
Yep. The Valentine Bourbon did duel with the Taiki, but the Akabono unfortunately just wasn't quite close enough to get the proc off.
All right, point totals are updated here. The Smart Falcon, despite dominating the first race, did not do too well in this one. But
yeah, unfortunately. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna move on, but let's dwell on it a little.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the Sparkly Stardom. Just unfortunately, she wasn't a good position to hit that late race Sparkly Stardom, but just being in third just means she just lost it completely. So once you miss everything, then it's pretty rough.
Yeah, Sparkly does have that 1 to 2 place requirements, so I'm not sure if she missed something at the gate. Did the Curse of Ra ended up working, causing her to not have enough acceleration. So not being able to contend with the top 2 frontrunners there in that race. Missing out on that crucial unique, the strongest ability she has in her kit. Basically just left her out to dry among the pace pack.
Yep. And Cat Bomb is saying that his team score has not been updated.
Oh, oops. Uh-oh.
I'm getting scammed out here. Uh-oh.
Give me a
That
sec.
is-
I'll fix that. Talk about the next race real quick.
This is going to be that Hakodate 1200. Quite rare pick. We have quite an interesting situation on this map, actually. We have a 750-meter uphill. So you know how, in Chukyo we have a 900-meter downhill? Well, this is the opposite of that. So for the first 750 meters is going to be a grueling uphill grind. I'm looking at those Umas who have more power to be able to take the lead in the mid-game positioning in this race.
Yeah, there's also a very interesting tech where you can bring Highlander to act as your groundwork proc.
Oh, okay.
Super Gamba, because you have the entire uphill. It could proc at any point, but you might get the frame 1 Highlander.
Did anyone even tech that, though?
I don't believe so. It was hard to tell when I was doing the pre-lobby analysis because I just had screenshots, and not everyone, you can see the full skill list with, especially now that we're in Mans, a lot of these skill lists are pretty long.
Oh, wait. before we start, actually, I'm gonna turn off long skill animations. It was funny the one time.
Oh, also, our feed has lost all sound. I don't know if the stream still has sound, but the screen share does not.
It should have sound when we get into the race.
Oh, okay. I kind of dropped out in the middle of the last race.
Oh, I'll let's see.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Okay, we're back.
All right. Oh, the Taiki Unique on this map, by the way, is going to be a little bit delayed, so not nearly as impactful as it could have been on the other two maps. But we do still have all of our other conditions. We have angling and scheming. We have let's pump some iron. I do believe it's a little too late for Redshift, unless Marzinski herself had blessed the field, but no one seems to have been running her today. I think our main variable on this map is going to be that 750 meter uphill. It's going to really just kind of hit you with a power check on a lot of your Umas. And let's see if anyone has a bad start.
Looking pretty good as Smart Falcon looking to try and take the lead.
Yep, Smart Falcon out in front in a pretty good position, especially now that the Sparkly Stardom has come through. It's going to put her way up there. And Mihono Bourbon, normally our contester for first, even with the Escape Artist and the Operation Cacao, it's just, I don't know if it's going to be enough from that far back.
Yeah, it's looking a little concerning here as Hishiaka Bono is trying to push up, but right now this Smart Falcon is looking the best she's ever been, well, other than the first race, of course.
Yep, and she did not miss her wit check on Rod.
Gonna try and take over here. That's Smart Falcon staying in the lead. Taiki Shuttle trying to catch up. Taiki Shuttle almost catching up here. Extra velocity at the end, but it's still Smart Falcon. And 2 Taiki Shuttles to round out our top 3.
Are you still trying to fix the point total?
It's fixed now. It's fixed now.
Okay. I was like, should I take play-by-play? Should I start casting the final straight?
Wow, absolutely impressive run from this Smart Falcon. I did see that under restraint proc once again, not perfect, but it did have an effect. So, absolutely insane pickup. Smart Falcon not coming with that unrestrained out of the box. So that was an intentional pick by the player and their coach. So, ended up working out for them.
Yep. With the point total fixed, we have a pretty good picture, but Smart Falcon being that first place finisher here, that guarantees our MVP for sprint going on over to Dr. Spectred.
Yep, and it was kind of the expected result. I have in my notes that Dr. Spectred might clean sweep, and we did see the mishap on the second race kind of shut down that Sparkly Stardom. But otherwise, I think everything kind of went as expected.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Hishiaki Bono did just miss out on those dueling procs. I mean, the 1200 guts is really good, but if one of the requirements to hit dueling is that you have to be within a certain distance and you have to be going around the same speed as the Uma that you're trying to duel. So if they hit their Excel and you don't, it's just pretty rough, especially as a front.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a tiebreaker, not a main plan.
Yeah, so the Yummy speed, unfortunately, it's not going to proc in 1 to 2. It is a 3 to 5 position requirement. In a normal reality, having Smart Falcon and Mihono Bourbon in this lobby, this Akebono should have gotten her unique off, but by some curse of Ra, one of the fronts always ended up late starting or missing something in their races, so not allowing the Bono to have her unique activation.
Yep. And let's see, are we gonna want to move down for our little interview, or are you still updating the points?
Or we can move down. Let's head on over to Team Badok.
All right, what's next?
Hello, Team Badok. MVP of Sprint is Dr. Spectre. How are you feeling?
What? We are. Doc, are you there?
Oh, sorry. Hello, I was muted.
Yeah. You got the most points in this section of the race day. How are you feeling?
I feel great. We went through a lot of different iterations, different decks, and different, targeting different skills and targeting different stats, and I'm pretty happy with what we came up with in the end.
Yeah, and what made you settle on going guts?
I guess we had one build where I started out on just the guts deck, and I was having trouble getting power and wit stats, and so I switched from that to just sort of like a power, speed, and wit deck, and ended up with, I don't know, only like 400 guts or something like that. And then Badoke had the suggestion, okay, well, we still kind of need the guts. It's not just a luxury stat, it actually helps us with dueling. And so, okay, let's start over completely. Let's do a new deck that has it's 2 speed, 2 guts, and 2 wit. And then we're going to get a medium amount of guts, a medium amount of power. And then that's going to allow us we're trading sort of, you lose 100 power, but you gain 500 guts. And then that's an acceptable trade-off for the ability to duel.
Yeah, and Coach Badoke, who we have been saying the name of wrong for like an entire year now. Any other thoughts?
Yeah, I'm happy with the performance, the 2 wins. So obviously, we had like that really unfortunate race at Tokyo where we ended up like at 7th. But the 2 wins are like really nice. I picked the Falco trees because like on sprint, her unique is like really strong. She like activates it and secures first place, and because like sprint is just really short, there's like not much overtaking going on in the front, so Falco normally just holds the lead until the late race starts. And then we had like obviously Roth, and then we bought like unrestrained because we had like MLB Speed Suzuka, so we had to use it, and unrestrained was like a really good skill on these 2 tracks that we won. And we had a good activation on both, so that made us like secure the wins on both.
Yeah, I guess part of it was choosing a deck based on the skills that we wanted, and then based on the cards that we ended up with, choosing then that determines what kind of stats you're able to get with that deck. And so we're taking Suzuka for the unrestrained. We're also taking Bakushin for some sprint skills. And so with that combination, okay, well now we have to do this guts plan instead of something else.
Yeah, and heading into medium, any thoughts? As your team is currently a very strong second in the totals.
Yeah, wallahi, we're finished. I'm sorry.
Nah, bro. Omi, you're gonna win.
I couldn't hit that medium S, bro.
I hope that
Dupes, you got this, man.
I hope that we can keep the momentum up. Even if we don't, I just hope it's a learning experience for our trainee. And also carry up the momentum from the sprint and mile races to the long one as well.
Wait, someone left the round 2 lobby? We're at 8 out of 9 on Tokyo Turf 2300.
Let me check my races. I think I'm in.
Well, let's head back up to the stream call. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yep.
Wait, that team was pretty peaceful too.
I had to do some volume adjustments on the fly, but for the most part, yeah, they were pretty good. And we do need our feedback.
Yep.
So we are heading into the mediums with that first map being Tokyo 2300, a familiar sister to the Tokyo 2400. the derby that everyone knows. Very, 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 very similar in structure. The only difference is that Redshift is going to be slightly more effective. On the derby itself, Redshift is just ever so slightly delayed, but on this map is going to be pixel perfect.
We might be doing Niigata 2000 first.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, we're doing Niigata 2000 first.
Oh,
Okay. Never mind. We are going to be doing Niigata 2000, I believe, outer. Is that correct?
Yes, outer.
A very, very interesting map. So the Niigata 2000 outer, if we take a look, is going to look extremely similar to the Tokyo 1600. We have a small room of activation for angling and scheming and let's pump some iron going into a straight XL. So I wonder if there's going to be any end players and end enjoyers in this lobby who's going to take advantage of that. Something else that could also work is Mummy Creek and Pasa, but considering it is a medium category, I wondered if anyone has actually picked up these skills or not.
Yeah, for the sprint, it's a lot easier because since they're bar locked between people on their own team, a lot of people probably already had some type of setup to get those uniques for sprint. But being bar locked, I don't know if any of these players had Mummy Creek or Pasa medium parents. Some people might have opted to forego the pinks just to get the unique, but it will definitely be interesting.
So we're definitely going to be looking at sort of a front late battle in this map. You know, looking to see which front gets that rod and which late gets that pump. Very tight positioning. Dober unique unfortunately does not work. It will activate on the start of the final corner and will not work on this map. But let's pump some iron will.
Yeah, I see a lot of pump across this roster. Let me see. I see two.
We've got 5 lates.
We have quite a couple of lates.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of lates. A lot of pump, red shifts, rods.
I am excited to see that Entama. Something I've personally seen a lot happen is how well Entama does in general with her unique and her tail 9, giving her an insane amount of mid game pushing power to burst through the middle and get into that mid acceleration positioning. So I would not count this Entama out.
Yeah, especially with Spurt actually working on this map, it's only like 20 meters delayed, if anything. So she should be in a pretty good position.
Indeed. So taking a look at our front competition, we're going to be having a Smaru versus V Bourbon, a classic front duel for all of the ages. Just going to be really coming down to who gets those wit checks, who gets those pace up modes.
Yeah, and you good.
The competition for all of these Excel positions is going to be very tight. There's only so many people who can hit a profitable pump, so many people who can hit profitable red shifts and other things, not to mention the rod. So there's going to be a few contenders, and then I am expecting a lot of people to be quite a distance away towards the end of this race.
We'll see what happens. The final contender that I do want to highlight here is going to be our classic Ogre Cap, running in the late with that on your left, Nimble Navigator, Medium S, and Triumphant Pulse. So let's see if she can make a miracle happen.
Yeah, in our battle for fronts, I think on this map in particular, Dupes v Bourbon, assuming no Curse of Ra, is going to be favored over the Smart just because Valentine Bourbon has DDPP, and Niigata, as you can see in the bottom there, is a 950-meter opening straight. So DDPP is going to be very strong here, assuming everything hits, and it looks like she's already moving to the outer lane. So
yeah, that Valentine Bourbon looking good here. If she can keep pace ahead of that Summer Marzensky, that special week as well, in a quite interesting spot as there are so many backliners in a massive clump.
yeah, she is our only pace chaser in this lobby.
That's kind of scary.
It is a little scary, but the good old Spachanki, she also has pump. I'm not too sure if she'll be in a good position to hit it, but you never know, anything could happen, especially when you're the only pace.
And Valentine Bourbon maintaining first place for the moment here. It's going to be interesting to see if that Summer Marzensky can catch up with the Kiss for Courage. Unique skill activated as so many curvatures come out and we approach the final corner.
Yeah, but unfortunately the Cacao procced around the same time as the Kiss for Courage, so the Valentine Bourbon is going to hold on and get that angling and scheming as it procs.
There's Unique coming out from Kawakami Princess. Can the backliners catch up? The massive clump trying to run forward, but it's Jupes Bourbon who is looking good. And this camera, what the hell? This camera's looking awesome. Right now, it's the Valentine Bourbon in first. Tamamo Cross coming on the inside, trying to overtake here. Special week on the outside this time, trying to catch up, and Samamo Cross was well and truly overtaken. The Valentine Bourbon being surpassed by 2, maybe even 3, as Kawakami Princess approaches, but not quite.
I want to say that was Kashu's Tama as well. No, it was Zal's.
Ooh,
nice.
That's big points for Team Sparks.
Yeah, I was looking at the
that
chiclets.
Ntama. That is that Ntama coming in clutch. As we mentioned, having that spurt, having that strong mid game, being able to push through that late pack to get into position for her Axels, just entering the late race, going around 4th place, I believe, starting the duel on the final Niigata straight. So she just had everything going right for her. And Tama is a very big threat.
Yeah, I noticed on the chiclets up top, the special week and the Tama were both just moving really fast. I saw the special week hit a pretty decently timed shooting star as well. So
there was an pixel perfect on your left coming out of the O recap, but unfortunately she just did not move anywhere. I wonder if she got blocked or just had not enough HP, maybe got rushed or something. Either way, unfortunate result considering that pixel perfect on your left did hit. Hopefully something better will happen for him next time.
Yeah. It's impressive seeing how much better the backliners perform as we get into these longer form races. They just have so much more time to catch up and leverage their better racing stats and bonuses.
Yeah, but interestingly too, right? Even if you don't win the race, if you're in first place as the front runner, you're generally placing pretty high, getting a lot of points on the board, and that's pretty 5v5 draft-esque.
That is another meta benefit of front running, I suppose. As if they didn't already have enough.
Yeah, so on a low front lobby, it is a little bit tougher for fronts to be able to place. I mean, but we did see that Mihono Bourbon getting that 3rd place thanks to her rod. So
next up is Tokyo 2300.
Do we have everyone?
No,
we do not. Oh no.
We're missing one person here.
Do we want to skip to race 3 and come back?
Yeah, we can skip and come back. See. Yeah, we should skip to race 3.
So this is Kyoto 2000?
Yes, Kyoto 2000, a very familiar draft, a very popular map pick actually for people in the 5v5 community. Uh, Thanks to these conveniently placed downhill. Uh, this downhill allows you to proc straight descent. If you're playing Rice Shower, you get the gold version of straight descent. To have that basically guaranteed axle. It's very, very hard to miss with this extremely conveniently placed downhill in the late race starting zone. So any pace chaser or just anyone in general, actually, yeah, just pace chaser, unfortunately not accessible to anyone else, but any pace chaser running that skill is going to have an opportunity to proc a straight descent on this map and get that solid acceleration.
Oh,
It's only the Spachanki pace, however. So, does she have that?
We'll have to take a look, but if not, then it's going to be looking at a classic front late duel once again. Not counting out that Entama as well, even though she does not have access to the spurt, she does have that Dober unique and nimble navigator. So having Dober plus nimble, if she was able to proc and push through entering that late race, you know, the end closer ratios will help her finish it out.
right.
And I have identified who's missing from our other race, and I pinged them.
Okay.
It is not Kin, it is Sopralto.
Oh. Okay. Bit of a plot twist.
Yeah.
Where be Soppy?
Interesting that we have a late race Bryce player actually not opting to play that pace for that gold straight descent. So not having that option on this map, but Pump is going to be Pump and Dober unique actually is going to be the strongest options here.
Yeah, I do see a few Dobers in here.
Those uniques are going to be what determines who ends up winning here. Very positionally dependent makes it pretty unreliable, all things considered, though.
Yeah, there are 5 of them, so not all of them are going to make it.
And I've been talking a lot about the front and late, but I would not count this Spachanki out. She does have the coveted NSM ability. Everyone who's played, Unity Cup knows about this skill. It can ruin your day at any point in time. Special week with her unique activating to give her speed and a tiny bit of acceleration on a overtake during the late race. So if she gets NSM into an overtake, it could be a really big rocket for her.
Yep. And once again, my eyes are on these fronts. We saw that they didn't quite have enough to close it out last time, and I wonder if we're going to see a repeat of that. Maybe not so much since we're missing the spurt on the Tama. It's not going to be nearly as relevant here. But it will be interesting. As long as these fronts can push each other forward, I think they can get a big enough lead that we won't see the same type of performance.
It's looking once again like the Valentine Bourbon taking the lead at the very beginning. And although Dupes, when we were in the Badoke Team VC, was doubtful, okay, forget about that. Summer Marzensky's contending. But again, it's Valentine Bourbon getting the inner rail and maintaining the lead. Barely no, it's Summer Marzensky in the early battle who wins this time.
Yep. Even though the DDPP coming through on the Bourbon just wasn't quite enough, but she just decides that she wants to be in front, and she hits Cacao and Escape Artist at the same time and pushes forward. And speaking of velocity bombs, I just saw Tama hit 3 golds.
And that's going to be pretty good for Tama's positioning here. Currently 3-4. Sitting in the mid pack is Kashu. But again, these backliners, that Ogre Cap also encroaching onto the forward positions.
Yep, and that Ogre cap is the one with the nimble and the on your left. So she doesn't want to be too far forward if she wants to get that on your left proc.
Gotta be careful here. That's the front runner, Summer Marzensky, speeding on forward, taking the lead with a massive gap, but those gaps can be closed. Is the conclusion we reached in the previous race. There's the Ogre cap swinging really, really wide, but that special week is only getting faster. Kawakami Princess catching up as well, but that special week is the one who is the real threat here. Summer Marzensky, though, still maintaining the lead. Summer Marzensky in first place by so many lengths, as special week will take second.
Yeah, but I'm not I wasn't able to, I was hard focused on the Summer Marzensky, so I wasn't paying too much attention to which special week it was, since we have two, and it looks like it is going to be Nyx, which is the Pace Chaser.
Yeah, we do have that pace special week. This was quite an interesting lobby. The front battle was quite intense, actually. Pulling the lobbies, stretching it very, very far, creating a big gap between the front pace and lates. So having that special week be in an upper forward, more forward position just allows her to have just a tiny bit more room to work with. The one who ended up getting the acceleration was this Kawakami Princess, but I did see something very unfortunate happen. She did end up getting blocked on the final straight. I didn't see who. I believe it was the Bourbon that ended up blocking her, so she was not able to make up too much space. Ended up ending in third place.
And we are still missing a VTuber from our Tokyo 2300.
Help.
Where be Soppy?
I will return.
Yeah, so a front runner win in this Kyoto 2000. Not too much of surprise. So one thing interesting to note why we were very heavily looking at those lates and those ends for that first map is because on the Niigata track, there is a very, very long final straight. As anyone who's doing current man careers know, basically every single recommended route has have you facing that very first Niigata. I believe 1800 is your very first G3, and anyone who plays fronts know that that is a deadly map to playing front on, because there is a very, very long straight. On the Niigata 2000 itself, we have about, I believe, a 650 meter long straight. A lot of room for lates and ends to duel each other and just run it down past you while you yourself have no dual targets. So it is just very, very hard for front runners to win. But compared to that, we have on this Kyoto map is a very, very short, I believe about 330 meter final straight. Most of the final leg is going to be that corner. So a front runner taking the lead here and closing out is something that is to be expected.
All right. In bad news, I made a score misinput again. In good news, I caught it this time.
So going into that final race, it is going to be that first map that I talked about, Tokyo 2300, the sister map to our Tokyo Derby, Tokyo 2400. And on this map, we're going to be looking at who gets that Dober unique and who gets that redshift, because both of them will be activating Pixel Perfect on this map.
I'm sorry, you're in the lobby, right?
Give me a sec. I believe I am, but I'll double check, because if I'm not, that would be an absolute disaster.
Yeah, I'm just, if you're good, I can tell Kronos to start.
Yep, I'm good.
Okay.
All right, taking a look at the point totals, though, it's pretty close. Of course, Team Wagent and Team Badoke with a sizable lead at the moment, but the gap not being as wide as to be impossible to catch up.
Yeah, the people who were not very favored with the quite dominant Umas in the other races are giving a chance for the other teams to breathe and catch up on their points. So this is great to see.
Yeah, I mean, not just Badok closing the gap, but also just a lot of the other guys. Like we have Charles now sitting at 45, just quietly creeping up that point total. I mean, one first place out of Charles' team and one bad placement out of W Agent and Badok, and all of a sudden it's like anybody's game.
Yeah.
And I believe Charles' team is going to be that special week. I believe it's going to be the pace special week, I believe.
Yep.
Someone correct me on that if I'm wrong. And on this map, she is going to have that redshift, that pixel perfect redshift, and so does the front runner. But I think something that I noticed and I'm not sure about is going to be that Smaru. I don't know if she has redshift or not. So should Smaru lose the front battle, she could end up becoming fodder for the special week. Special week being a pace chaser with NSM and having redshift, she could achieve a rocket off of that Smaru.
Indeed.
Let's see, is this our pace special week?
Yep.
Let's see.
We'll see if she can get it done here. Final race on medium for this race day. Plenty of points left to be earned, but we are across the halfway point here.
And who's currently our MVP? I think it's been pretty even, right?
Yeah, I think it's been pretty even.
I know we had the Tama. I believe it was Zal's Tama won the first one, and then Sopralto's Smaru won the second one, but I'm not sure where they placed it respectively on those tracks where the other one won. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how the MVP spot plays out once all the points settle after this one. Both of our front runners on the outer gates.
Looking to try and swing back inside, but it's Summer Marzensky who takes the early lead here. The front runner battle has been quite interesting so far, but this Valentine Bourbon, this gap is a bit concerning when it's this large.
Yeah, it looked like a very late PP proc. If it procced at all, she was very wide going into that first corner, but it doesn't seem to have hurt her too much. She's already caught back up to the Smaru. She can just hit a Cacao and Escape Artist, or she can just decide she wants to run faster and push forward just like that, with the Cacao helping to secure, but she's going to get the door closed on her. Smaru's going to hold on.
Yep. Gonna hold on, but as you say that, it's Valentine Bourbon who's moving up. These front runners are making it so difficult to tell who's truly in the lead. But maybe the Uma that we must be scared of isn't even the front runners. It's Nick Riddle's special week, perfectly in that third place position as number 2.
Yeah, and she's got a lot of gap to close to hit that NSM proc, but with the second front runner not being able to get that angling and scheming, and the special week having the red shift, it might line up just perfectly. Oh, but the Valentine Bourbon does appear to have red shift because I just saw acceleration orbs.
Yep, speeding up now, but hard to catch up to the Summer Maruzensky. Special week, doesn't want to get trapped here. Takes the inner lane around the Valentine Bourbon. Special week looking good. No stopping me is a little late, but there's a unique as well. Will it be enough? White lightning from Kashu. And it's Tamamo Cross also looking dangerous. It's the backliners. It's the Tamamo Cross. It's the special week. It's special week barely ahead and maintaining. No, it's Tamamo Cross.
I think she took it. I think she took it by a nose at the very last second. Kashu might have robbed the special week. Yes, she did. Tamamo Cross takes it by a nose.
Holy shit.
Apparently, Summer Marzensky whiffed angling.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
That is tragic. I was wondering how that gap got closed so quickly.
That is quite unfortunate. Yeah. Quite unlucky that Tama was just so far ahead out the gate. I was paying attention to that Tama basically right from the start. She was super far ahead, hugging that special week. At being a late surger, being that close to a pace chaser, just have a natural distance advantage in this race. Special week though, she was so close. She found the inner rail. I don't know how she saw that angle. I thought she was blocked off for sure in front and on the right side by that Tama, but she found the inner rail, hugging it all the way down. Just barely, not enough speed.
Yeah, and the White Lightning and the Shooting Star both hit at the same time. But unfortunately, just like you guys said, it wasn't quite enough. So that means both Tamas taking home a victory. We have a different winner for every race, I believe. We have Zald's Tama won race 1, then Sopralto on Smaru for race 2, and then Kashu for race 3.
Overall, I am going to be... I do believe that Soppy did end up getting around a 5th place on that first map and a 3rd place here. So someone can confirm me on that, but I think the consistency award is going to be going to Maruzensky unless someone can correct me.
Oh, we'll have to check.
So unfortunately, there's only one man with the score sheet.
Okay, well, there's another score sheet. Capcom might be saving me. Let's see. Medium for 12-3, 12-2. Yeah, I believe Sopralto is the one with the most points, so let's head on over.
All right.
Shooting from the hip. Let's go.
Oh.
It is us.
Let's see if hello.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
We've come to talk to the MVP.
Wait, we've been MVP? Wow.
Zoppy got the most points.
Oh, she did.
Heck yeah, we love front.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Anything you're gonna ask, or are we just here to awkwardly defend each other?
Yeah. No, I'm waiting on Saya. This is like
What the heck? Okay. Hi, Saya.
It is an experiment to see if we can have an interview without questions, but I think we failed.
Yeah. Hey guys, what's your favorite Uma? Okay, thanks guys. That was a really good conversation. Thanks guys. I embarrassed myself.
An interview with no questions, and now we have no answers.
I started thinking. I was like, oh my god.
And now we have the reverse interview. So here's a question. So did you guys expect this lobby composition with so few fronts?
So we were expecting maybe 3 fronts, 4 fronts possibly, but 2 fronts was a bit too little. I think it turned out to work out for us because I think having 2 fronts, the other one being Bourbon, actually gives us the best chances of taking first in all 3 races. Right? So it worked out for us, but we were expecting, we were building Almaro to be the best mid game possible, and with the expectation that we might lose to the end close of it hits 5 and 6.
Look, I'm just going to say, if you were all right, you've got 11 front runners and you can spread those between medium, dirt, and long. I don't think anyone would think 2 of those fronts go to medium, 1 goes to dirt, and 8 go to long.
Oh, no, you're spoiling
spoilers.
it. Oh, no. Yeah. That's what we're dealing with, folks.
Y'all will see. Y'all will see. Unscrimmable wasteland. Unscrimmable wasteland, I tell you.
I aura farmed too hard. They got too scared to run front. It's the bikini. It's the bikini.
We're hoping next week the comp stays the same. That'll be good for us. Don't tell the other team. Shh. Not they're watching or anything. Not they're watching or anything.
Click mute on your Twitch for 2 seconds.
Yeah. But
I have a very.
We're looking good. What's up?
I have a very important question. What happened to the Christmas spirit?
You guys banned it. What do you mean? Yeah. Listen, our team was asleep, and then you guys go, "Hey, we're banning it." We asked everyone, and we banned it. What do you mean? Our guy was asleep. Our team captain couldn't say anything. So now we went for the summer spirit.
Okay, so
I thought Xmas Biwa was gonna come in. What happened to Xmas Biwa?
That was a complete lie. I wanted everyone to be terrified of me. and not realize I'm the front expert.
That's right. And what you guys don't understand is that, see, for us, the battle begins at the psychological level. Like we're already playing the games that no one else is even willing to play. We're telling people, there might be some Biwa, there might be the Christmas spirit. Like we're on that next level that the other teams like haven't even started exploring yet. That's what ultimately sets us apart.
And we
I
do
never
our
even
coach pregnant.
I never even built an ogre. I want you to know I never built an ogre. That was never in my mind. But I wanted everyone to think I was.
But
So
we
I
do
totally built it.
we do like Christmas though.
Yeah,
Just like
You know what? Maybe it ended up working out for Toph because maybe promoting that Christmas spirit, getting Christmas Ogre banned on these 3 maps might have been the key reason why you guys won here.
All I'm saying is I would have destroyed if I didn't get unlucky. We got late start in the first one, and I still got 5th place. If I didn't have that late start, we would have been first.
Yeah, I heard Toph going off in the chat about what happened.
No, we got we got the lowest roll for late start. It was bad.
Regardless of what happens, I'm super proud of what Sopralto put together. Her SMR is super strong. She's been grinding nonstop for this. Like,
oh yeah, she did a 6-hour stream today, and
yeah.
she hit it just before the event started.
Wait, really?
And I have an ear infection, so
and she's sick.
Oh.
It's the
Committed.
now you guys feel bad for me, right?
It's
now,
Sopralto's game.
Give her extra points. Oh yeah.
Extra points, extra 2 points.
70 points, please.
You got an extra 2 points because apparently I suck at keeping score and now everything's fixed.
Good. What? Good. No.
Let's go.
You get 2.
Let's go.
I did see. We're back on the map.
I did see Charles in the chat earlier was like, "Hey, we lost points. What happened?" So you guys might want to check on that.
I think I gave Charles 10 extra points on 2 separate occasions.
Oh, Charles was a nice guy. He deserved it.
Whoa, what did he pay you? What the hell is it?
All right, well, let's head back to the stream, BC.
All right.
These questions are too
He doesn't
difficult.
want to talk about his corruption. I understand.
Well, the point totals are correct now. Shout out Cat Bomb.
That was speaking. We've been rating all the VCs as we leave them. I got to give that one definitely our most chaotic so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Rin said that they drew their coach pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah. The Rin snuck that in as we were like answering and asking questions. I was like, wait, what?
Well, if you guys follow Cause on Twitter, you might be convinced that this is not too out of the ordinary.
His Discord banner is his legs. But anyway, let's move on to the race itself. Tell me a bit about the track. It's Kokura 2600.
Okay, so Kokura 2600, this is going to be quite a deceptive map. And the reason why I say this is there is no downhill on this map. As we all know, long maps are quite stamina and HP intensive, and having no downhills for the possibility of HP save makes the race much harder. As we have just finished a long CM, even though it was a 3200 CM, having those 2 long stretches of downhills did make it a little bit easier for us to get away with certain things. But on this Kokura 2600, no downhills is going to make the HP requirements quite tight. So what I'm interested in seeing is who's actually going to survive in full spurt in this 8 front, 1 Maya and lobby.
What happened here? Why are there 8 front runners and 1 end closer? Actually, honestly, emergency interview. Let's head on over to Rin Taicho.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Mute the screen, mute the screen.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
I did.
Okay, so as the sole end closer in a lobby of 8 front runners, how are you feeling right now?
Honestly, I don't feel too bad because I know some of those fronts are just gonna hit the ground face flat into the ground, and then at least I'll be above last place. So hopefully that just stays that way.
Oh, you're right. In terms of placement, you're in a very good spot in this lobby.
Yeah, someone has to whoever the weakest front runner is, I'm gonna pylon off of and hopefully just jet all the way to the front. So let's see how it goes.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. That's it. We're headed back. Let's get started.
Okay.
Wait, that's crazy analysis. Wait, that's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was mentioning, I was talking about before, I am quite worried about who's actually going to be able to survive this 2600 map. Even though the distance does not seem that big, having no downhills is going to make it very, very, very tight. So whoever doesn't survive is just going to be becoming food for that Maya no stopping me and straightaway spurt. And with an end closer, we've seen it all happen before, right? On these long maps, if given the room, given the axle, they will just run you down.
Yeah, I see a lot of 900s to 1100 stamina. We'll see if the people on the lower end actually make it.
Yeah, and you can see these teams were roughly balanced based on game experience, and we're seeing a higher concentration of UGs in this tier. In fact, some of the members of the long race category, there's rumblings that they might be better than the coaches. Well, we have a Carrot Clash tournament winner in Toph here. And well, we'll see if we can make up for. Why did I say make up? You go, Destin. Go.
Well, he does need to make up a lot of points. Toph is on Cause's team, who we just interviewed, and they are looking pretty rough in the standings. They're not in last, but they are quite a ways from front. But I can tell you, if Toph can close that gap and make up a lot of points, they can definitely do a lot of work to get that lead back.
All right, Kokura, 2600, an absolutely massive uphill in the mid race here. And of course, my eyes are on that Mayana Top Gun Soul and in the lobby, the only backliner to speak of, Kenshi. Eat up a front runner and get some placements.
Yeah, and I think so. I mean, maybe not necessarily in the mid race. I think we are going to see a huge gap between that pack of fronts and the end. But I also think 6 of the Umas in this lobby are going to hit literally 0 acceleration. And we are going to see, I think we'll see Maya in the top 4 every race.
Very possible that she is the MVP and on a team with Wagent, who is currently in the lead. Definitely a strategy you'll feel comfortable in, but right now, first place, number 5, Markillis is Kitasan right now. The rest of the pack trying to trail behind, trying to catch up. Maybe these unique skills from the Bourbons will be able to do so. That Bourbon's getting mighty close. Number 6, Toph, trying to reclaim the first place spot, and the Ballroom Sand Skies as well. It's such a massive battle for the front.
Yeah, and it looked like they were going to go for it until they rounded that corner, and then she got shut back into the inner lane. But as soon as they get back on straight ground, she is just immediately zooms past.
Yeah, it's scary. Currently, it's Toph in the lead here. The front runner in the lead, such a massive advantage. Kitasan, of course, and Ballroom Sand Sky, not completely disabled by not being in first place. Of course, those inherited uniques as well on the other Umas, and first place is now claimed by Rainplosion, who had the highest rated Uma out of the lobby.
And this is actually a really good situation for the Maya, like we were talking about, because both of those Bourbons are occupying 1 and 2. Victory Cheer, as we know, only works from first or second. The fact that both Mihono Bourbons are in the front means they're both going to be hitting the inherited Victory Cheer, which is substantially worse than the innate Victory Cheer. So that Maya should have a lot more leeway to catch up.
That Maya needs to catch up, though. Although it is a long race, she needs to get moving fast as we are well and truly in the final leg. Desperately trying to catch up as Amount of Top Gun Radiant Star going to help out as she gets past number 8. But right now at the front is that Mihono Bourbon from Rainplosion, who just continues to maintain the lead. It's a front runner lobby, and that's how it will end. The front runner in first place will continue to be in first place.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure if the Maya just missed her wit check on Spurt or if she doesn't have Spurt. Might have to take another look at that when we get into the race 2 lobby, but yeah, it looks like she just didn't have anything going there.
Yeah, she did get a fine placement, right? 5th place, gonna get some points, but definitely not the explosiveness that we expected out of this end closer.
Yeah, I figured, as long as she can hit Spurt, the gap shouldn't be big enough that she should be able to spurt into NSM, but the NSM just came out so late. And I predicted top 4 in every lobby, but she gets 5th, which is still, that's it. Roundabout in the middle. And it does look like, by the way, that Kita-san did manage to re-overtake into 2nd, even without her unique, which is a little surprising. I wonder if stamina might have played a part there.
Yeah, that Mihono Bourbon from Toph, I think did run out of stamina. She slow spurted really, really hard. So not enough HP there, I think.
Yep, and I'm looking at it, and it does look, unfortunately, Maya did miss the wit check on straightaway spurt.
No, the one skill that she needed. Unfortunate.
Yep, and Toph's Mihono Bourbon did die not too late. It was only with 5 meters to spare, but she did have a lower top speed than the Kita-san, so.
Yeah, but that's big for Team Sparks. Rainplosion putting the team on her back with the big 12 points here. Although they had a slow start, the medium and long runners getting some big wins on the board and not quite catching up, but getting a lot closer.
And we see some potential favoritism from Psyduck. Why is Psyduck following Omi's Seiyun? What's...
Okay, well, let's be clear. Omi has a pretty nice parent.
Oh, that is a really good bourbon.
Yeah. It could be better, but it's still really, really nice.
Oh yeah, I mean, you borrow that and use it as a grandparent for sure. That's a solid grandparent.
But we're heading on to the Ari Makinen. It's Nakayama 2500, a track that everyone is very familiar with.
Yep, and we picked Nakayama 2500 just because, when with long maps, you tend to have a lot of spurt maps. But this one is nice because the angling and scheming can still proc. It's only like 23 meters delayed, which is not very delayed at all. So the Rima Keenan is kind of like the long map where everything works. Dober works, Rod works. The only thing that doesn't work is Redshift and Shooting for Victory, but those aren't really too relevant, especially in a lobby composition like this.
Yeah, we are definitely, in an end position. Unfortunately, what happened that last race with the Maya not having that spurt means she was not able to catch up to the lagging late front runner there, and not able to get her NSM to really catch up and make space. So unfortunate, but here she has another opportunity. If she can get that spurt and NSM, she can rocket off those trailing front runners, getting into a position to close it out. But I am still looking for those fronts. I believe, it is a straightaway XL map on the back stretch. So Kita-san, Ballroom Saiyan, all these fronts surely have these uniques inherited, and they're going to be able to make the most out of them.
Yep. And, unfortunately, I don't think any of our front players had the meta read to bring Moving Past and Beyond on their front runners.
Maybe next time. Although, who knows what will happen next week. Maybe some of them will not do whatever this is.
No.
The Curse of Mark comes out.
Yeah, I challenge our teams. Next week, when we come into these long races, I want 8 ends, 1 front.
True.
I want to see the exact.
Actually, very surprised not a single gold ship made into this lobby. But yeah.
Also, some score updates. Team Charles still maintaining second place here. Team Weijin in the lead and Team Badoke in third.
Yep, and it'll be interesting to see if that battle for first and second plays out the same way on this track. These Umas are all pretty well built, so it might just come down to RNG on this start.
Yeah, and the start is looking quite good for number 1, Mark Hillis, currently in first place with that Kitasan Black. And of course the Ballroom Saiyan now overtaking. That's number 3, Maybe Void. Bit of a rivalry between those two players as well. Quite fitting that they're the ones battling it out for first place right now. And they're also two of the Umas that aren't hard locked to that first place.
Yep, and we already see a different what's the word I'm looking for? A different lobby comp coming out of the early race. Before we had 2 Mihono Bourbons in first and second. This time we have the Ballroom Seiyun in first and the Kitasan trying to close the door on second place. And it looks like the Summer Marzinski's just going to weave between the two and shoot up into second.
Yeah, that's a big for the Summer Marzinski. Valentine Bourbon trying to catch up as well. But number 3, Maybe Void, holding on strong here. Number 2, Citri, looking to overtake with the Kiss for Courage. Will it be enough is the question, and the answer is looking like a very, very hesitant maybe, but the inner rail is too strong. Overtaking is going to be difficult. Barely gets ahead. It's such a massive, massive lead for the 2 front runners compared to the rest. The overtaking is now complete, and that's going to be Summer Marzinski in position for the Angling and Scheming.
Yep, if they have that. Oh, and we do see the straightaway spurt and a Radiant Star from the Maya.
Oh, that Maya no Top Gun. Hot on the tail of all the front runners right now. Can she get just enough speed? No stopping me. That could be enough for the Maya no Top Gun. She's accelerating past the entire pack. Pump some iron. Too much acceleration. She's already at full speed. Plenty of velocity. Can she do it? But the front runner's too far forward. It's a Maybe Void in first place. And that's going to be how it ends, perhaps. Despite not having the first place position at the corner, angling and scheming for the Summer Marzinski, it's still fine for this Ballroom Saiyan Sky.
Indeed. The Maya does push all the way up from Narnia into third, though. Very surprising, but the Ballroom Saiyan just held on. And that's going to be a good result from Maybe Void and Citri, with Rin closing out our podium.
Yep, that kind of consistency is important. And that's why I think the players that selected the Ballroom Saiyan or the Kitasan would be doing pretty well here, but of course it doesn't guarantee success.
Yep. It is nice being able to hit your unique from first or second, but sometimes it just isn't enough, especially when there's 8 other front runners you have to fight.
Yeah, and once the lead gets established by the first 2, maybe 3, like in this case, their lead just piles on and on and on with skills, wit checks, competing, overtaking each other repeatedly, not to mention duels at the end. And it just makes it so hard to catch up for the other fronts, let alone the Maya, who again started in Narnia.
Yeah, this is going to be that frontrunner duel that's Ballroom Saiyan. I did see her get a very explosive start, getting her top runner to secure first place, and getting that secure first place into the first corner. Making all of the other front runners go into the no zone, not being able to overtake her, was really key, because going to that corner, she had also Professor of Curvature and Escape Artist to secure placement. So the other front runners were just not able to catch up.
Yeah, and I think a lot of players and even staff were questioning why there was a need for 2 separate race days. After watching these lobbies, I feel like the answer is evident. I think there's a lot of adaptations that can be made. Of course, for the players in Mile and Sprint, mainly could come down to just training better, right? But for the players in Long, most of their Umas are pretty close to perfect. But the lobby compositions really come into play and need to be adapted to if you want to get consistent placements.
Yeah, I mean, if we just loaded into this same race, the same Umas, same lobby composition in 1 week, then maybe we will see some moving past and beyond, and let's pump some irons on our front runners.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to spend SP on if you want to win.
And I don't think we have any vanilla Saiyan Skies, right? They're all ballrooms.
Red New has a vanilla.
We do have that Red New Saiyan Sky.
So Red New is going to be the one that wants to get first on this one. This is one of the few long races that actually has a late race start on the corner. So if Red New can pull out that first place going into the late race, we can get that angling and scheming, and it is not going to be close.
But the issue, right, is that you're battling against Mihono Bourbon, you're battling against Maruzensky, right? And they are a lot better at taking first place.
Mm-hmm. Even Ballroom Saiyan with Top Runner and Escape Artist, two, I'd say, tier 0 frontrunner skills.
Yep. That's very true. But sometimes you just high roll the start delay. You get the lowest possible start delay. You hit everything. Maybe you just like shove an Uma on your way out.
Yeah, it's again like looking at all these Umas. They are very, very well built, but it is so difficult as Saiyan Sky herself. We'll see if Red New can do it here because that would be really huge for the team.
Yeah, and he does have the nimble, so if he's in third, maybe he can hit the nimble and overtake. Although the first place Uma would have to miss their wit check on their inherited rod, right? But it could happen. We could see a nimble into a missed wit check into a innate rod. Honestly, in a lobby composition like this that's so volatile, I'm just excited to see how it plays out.
Yep. We'll see. And Rin Taicho, the end closer strategy, although winning is near impossible in a lobby like this, the points are looking quite good.
Yes, but on this one, it is going to be rough. There is no straightaway spurt supplemental excel, so we're going to see something very similar to the first race where she missed that straightaway spurt wit check, except this time there's not going to be a wit check. It's just not going to proc, right? So we're probably going to see a repeat performance of that Maya very slowly closing the gap, and I think we'll see probably another 6th or 5th place.
Inner gate is number 1. Tomoya, unfortunately, fallen behind here. It's going to be Rainplosion looking to try and take the lead. Swing in from the outside. It's Toph, and these Valentine Bourbons are off to a great start.
Yep, and that innate, that OG Saiyan Sky that I was wanting to keep my eye on is hovering around the middle of the pack. She's going to have a rough time, especially with no Operation Cacao, no Kissing for Courage. All she has are her raw mid-game skills.
Yeah, Valentine Bourbon's so incredibly powerful, of course. She is one of the big 3 Umas that people in Global are always afraid of after all. Ballroom Saiyan as well, a threat, but currently it's the Valentine Bourbons completely taking over in the mid-game.
Yep, and I mean, that's just what she is. She's, I believe the term is like IKEA furniture. Like, everything comes in the box, so you just got to put it together.
Oh, wait a second. Tomoya pushing up here into 2nd place, trying to overtake the Valentine Bourbon. And despite being the lowest rated Uma, only an S+ compared to the sea of SS and UG Umas in this lobby. Oh, but getting overtaken here by the Valentine Bourbon once again.
Yep, getting the door shut in her face. It's going to be Rainplosion hitting the lead, and as long as Rainplosion doesn't miss that wit check, I think we have our winner.
She's looking quite good here. Getting further and further away. Angling and scheming playing a part as Radiant Star from the Mana Top Gun trying to catch up, but without the supplemental Excel, it's such a massive distance to cover. Swinging around here, no stopping me procced, but there's a massive wall in front of her. She needs to navigate around. Mana Top Gun on a mission to try and get some placements here, but it's so difficult. Overtaking a little bit, not enough, and Rainplosion, a foregone conclusion, currently in 1st place as the Mana Top Gun looking to secure 3rd place. That's huge. 3rd place for the Mana Top Gun.
Oh, she almost got 2nd. She only missed it by like a neck.
But forget about the Mana Top Gun. Rainplosion in this front runner wasteland has secured 2 first places out of 3.
Yeah, and I mean, in a lobby like this, I think that really says something about your Uma. If you're in an 8 front lobby and you're able to win 2 races out of 3, I think Reimplosion can stand proud.
Yeah, that is a mid-game diff right there, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, quite impressive. In an 8 front lobby to take first place twice, that is a statement. Especially with the caliber of players we have here on this long map.
Yeah, and again, I said it before this race, but when it comes to the long players, they're all very, very good at Umamusume, the video game, but they have to figure out the environment for next week.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what adaptations we see.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I have heard rumblings that a lot of people weren't too happy about what their end product was, so I expect to see big improvements just across the board.
All right, let's head on over to Team Sparks to talk to our MVP real quick.
Oh no! Oh, guys, we're on air. We're on air. We're on air. We're on air.
You guys needed. You guys came at a terrible time. Where Sparks is doing his monologue about fronts.
Hey, wait, hold on. Sparks is fighting me.
I gotta mute stream.
Sparks is fighting me, and also, I'd like to say this Sparks guy has like a Kida-san, but he won't fucking make me a parent, so I have to inherit Kida-san unique from my grandparents. I have to inherit Kida-san unique from my grandparents. By the way,
Why is it that on my team the only person who can get points is the front runner player? Is there something we want to like discuss with the class guys?
Whoa!
We might need to talk about this front player.
Literally
I got the first one.
Zhao literally got the first.
Yeah. Like it was a one-run wonder, bro. But like, and then we look over the front players. 8 front lobby, by the way. Nah, it's just like this strategy just needs to like. Can we take it away? I'm down to delete it.
Okay, so Sparks, this isn't about you.
Yeah, hello.
This is about Reimplosion.
My fault.
And looking into the future. Actually, let's not talk about the future yet, because that could be a bit of a problem for this team.
Dude, just fucking get me off this fucking team, like really.
Dude, we're about to win everything. We're about to win everything, bro.
Out, man.
No, you guys have no clue. They don't trust the vision. They don't trust the vision. Like I see a vision.
I want a different coach for our dirt. I want a different coach for our dirt. It's scary what's coming up.
Bro, why are we blaming the dirt? Didn't even happen. Look at my sprint player, bro. Like, look at we're just getting what is happening?
Hey, wait.
So Rain, congratulations on getting 2 out of 3 first places in this absolute wasteland of a lobby. How'd you do it?
I got lucky, and I managed to. I think the first one, I think I speed carried over to Radiant Star, which I only bought because I missed all my mid-game skills. And then I think the second one, there was just like really good positioning. I think there were 2 bourbons in front that were blocking the rest of all the rest of them. So I got to hold on to the lead until.
Yeah, and looking forward to next week. I guess what are your thoughts on this lobby composition and your overall plans?
I'm not sure. I might make like an if it's a wasteland like this, because I feel like if you make like an encloser or something, but I would like to say I would like to play front. But unfortunately, my coach will not make me a Kida-san. My coach will not make me a Kida-san. To play the game, I have to get Kida-san from grandparent. I need help.
So for those watching, there was a rule made for this tournament that you could only use your own parents or a parent borrowed from your teammates. And who came up with that rule?
Okay. It is my fault. I have this wrong. I know this is friendly fire. Like, okay. The thing is, like, I went to the event. I was like, okay, it would be cool if like you could only borrow your teammates UAs, because like, isn't that like you promote like teamwork, like you can farm parents for your team. And then I was like, I thought that things would be chill, like things. You work with your teammates, but for some reason, my coach is not willing to help me. My coach won't farm Sparks. His name is Sparks. His name is Sparks. By the way.
Dude, you asked if I had a Kita-san. I said I have 2, but they're both ass. You cannot use them as parents. I never said you never asked me if I could make a new one for you. I mean, let's be clear. I still would have said no. If you had asked me, I still would have said no. But the principle is that you didn't ask me, so that is your problem.
I did ask you. You responded lol. You responded lol.
Okay, so as much as I would like to talk about Sparks' Christmas Ogre, we'll move up. Good luck in the next race, team.
I fucking hate this guy. I can't stand him.
Oh my god.
That was awesome.
Holy shit, I'm dying, bro.
The Panther is amazing.
Charles is humbly requesting to go to bed. So I guess.
Okay, we're starting. Pick, if you hear this, start the lobby. Start the lobbies.
I got you.
Yeah. Many different teams in this event so far.
Yep. Yeah, quite impressive performance considering the chaos that happened on that team. But you know what? Sometimes
I hope
a certain amount of chaos is also order.
I hope you joined a spectator because I told him to just start all of them.
Yeah, I joined all of them.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we're almost done with these races here.
All right. Brief overview. First map is going to be that Kyoto Dirt 1800. Corner 3 Axel with a downhill. So I don't know if we're going to have any downhill shenanigans with Pace Chasers, but it is a classic Corner 3. Redshift is possible. Slightly delayed, but overall, still a very fair map for everybody.
All right. Yeah, and I think we do have a cosmic entity in this lobby that we can't see in the VC if it's up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was still recalling what happened in the call, and I was like internally laughing.
All good. I think someone hit a crazy ogre. It might have been Jakalaka. Yeah.
It was Jaka. This is a fast learner ogre.
Help.
This was literally the last second he made this.
Ooh, even have enough SP to get the bigger picture for that score farm.
And I'm surprised. Do we only see one Smart Falcon on Dirt?
Only the one from Bodoke.
Not
the
only
Smart
is that
Falcon
our
Oshi.
Yeah, that's not only is that our only Smart Falcon, that's our only front.
He's dead.
Oh
he's
my
dead.
god.
He's cooked.
Was this a targeted approach from the other coaches to delete Bodoke and his Smart Falcon from the game?
Maybe. I think Ray was really the only one that went out of her way to get a low dirt aptitude Uma up to dirt A. It looks like everyone else just opted to go for the Agnes Digital or the Ogre.
All right, so let's go over to Umas here. Kaz, looking kind of good. Kazu, pretty good Uma all around. Mile S, that's pretty good. But okay, awesome Smart Falcon. Wit a little bit low. Unfortunately, is the solo front. The rest of the coaches want him dead. Cap bomb, Ogre cap. That's a lot of gold skills. What the hell?
It's NSM. NSM and Corner Connoisseur.
Yeah, and on your left, I mean, if this Ogre cap hits, she is winning.
And Ignited Spirit Power in Mant.
Let's see. I skipped a few. Wagent, the backliner you all know and love. End closer, Agnes Digital. Another end closer, Agnes Digital from Pick, who is more known for Smart Falcon, but decided that he hates Bodoke. Nothing ventured. This guy is an Anshinzawa main.
Yeah, I actually remember reading Pick saying that he betrayed Bodoke because he wanted to win with nothing ventured. So I'm guessing he just didn't hit a Falcon with nothing ventured.
Right, Jakalako, we already saw this one. Cosmic Entity. Fuji Kaseki from Ray. This Uma is kind of awesome. And
yeah, I mean, the Dirt S.
Dirt S. That's crazy.
Ooh.
and she is solo pace. That's like potential right there, no?
It is, but it's also very interesting. I've never seen a lobby composition quite like this. Solo front, we usually call it a death sentence, but if there's only one pace as well, I think that means we're going to see a lot of PDMing
All right,
on these lates.
I'd love to press the race button for Charles, but we gotta give a bit of an intro. This soulful Christmas augury from Sparks, okay? Are you ready for what you're about to see?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Wait,
what?
It's all velocity. It's a velocity bomb. It's Behold Shadow Break with the Festive Miracle.
What Festive Miracle, bro?
Oh, there's no recovery skills.
Guys,
what the fuck is this guy doing?
This? Okay, no wonder they were flaming him. What the fuck?
All right, Nolly, Rainplosion. I'm so sorry.
What did I just?
Sparks is playing for the vibes in the 40K tournament. You know what? I understand. You know what? It is soulful. I'll give him that. That is the. I'm here. I'm here for it.
No, there's only one soulful Uma in this entire lobby. Fuji Kiseki, can she do it?
Fuji Kiseki, honestly, is a solo pace in a solo front lobby. I think this is, like I was mentioning earlier, this is going to be really interesting. Just because of the fact that Sparkly Stardom, I think Smart Falcon, if you were going to be a solo front, Smart Falcon might be one of the Umas that can pull it off, just because of how Sparkly Stardom only procs once she's challenged when you're on the straight. So depending on when it procs, if it procs, I think that actually could be a good savior here. And we do see that there's still a pretty decent gap between the front and those lates. So it might not be as much of a death sentence as it usually is. And as I say that, they all push up into their face.
Yeah, Sparkly Stardom, though, from Badoke might be able to build enough distance to get a few points here, but it's so scary when the Ogre caps are hot on your tail. The late Surgers pushing up, so they look like pace chasers, and the pace chaser running away, trying to be a front runner is this Fuji Kiseki. Trying to overtake, but can't quite do it here. Corner Connoisseur, Jackalaka, no stopping me, Radiant Star from Ray. Can she keep up? But it's so congested in the middle of the race here, and it's going to be Jackalaka shooting into first. Looking dominant here is Jackalaka's Ogre cap, number 8, just building so much distance. Cosmic Entity in another universe in terms of space here. Can Agnes Digital catch up? Badoke, solo front, looking to try and maintain second place. Big points, potentially, but Ogre cap overtakes.
And I think Fuji Kiseki got kidnapped. I'm pretty sure she did. She was stuck behind that Falcon, and her Chicklet just kept moving backwards. Despite hitting so much Excel. The no stopping me into lead the charge with Speedstar active, and she just didn't go anywhere. I think she got really unlucky on the blocking there.
Oh, that's so unfortunate because the timing of those skills was so good too. I had so much hope when I saw them pop up.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you hit a frame 1 corner connoisseur, you can't really do anything about that.
Oh, and we're seeing a bit of catching up happening. Charles' team at 72 points, but Wagent finishing in 8th here and Charles finishing in 2nd means that the gap is closing rapidly.
Yeah, and not to mention, the points will not necessarily, they will still matter, of course, but all of the races next week on race day 2 are worth double the point value, right? So it might look particularly dire for teams like Pick and Jackalaka, but I would still say anyone's in a good spot coming out of this. But that lead is definitely closing for Charles.
Yeah. I do not know which parallel universe Jaka found this one timeline where he hits Corner Connoisseur perfectly on this map. but he made it work. That was absolutely crazy. This map in particular, you have a much lower chance of hitting it.
Oh, and apparently Capbomb is reporting that he was blocked for 40 seconds.
Oof.
Ouch.
Yeah, and in addition to that, it does look like the Fuji Kiseki did get blocked as well. Not the entire duration, but by the time she was no longer blocked, her accelerations had ran out. And she got hit with 2 debuffs, it looks like. Intense Gaze and another debuff. So she got slowed down as well there.
Ouch.
Yeah, oh my gosh, she had a Radiant Star, no stopping me into getting blocked by Badoke. Unfortunate.
So
Ouch. That's a story I've heard before.
So there's no recovery Christmas Ogre got 6th. And although 6th isn't great, it is still 3 places better than 9th.
Mm-hmm.
If Sparks isn't last place in point total in terms of coaches, is everyone else just a fraud?
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, there's anything could happen in a Umamusume race. He still has skills in there. I think he has no stopping me. So,
Oh my god.
I just want to say Sparks isn't griefing. In his mind, this Christmas Ogre can win.
Is his mind correct?
Dude, I think everyone on his team is just saying put the body in the bag, man.
All right,
I'm trying to find
go
a
to the
way.
next race. Let's go to the next race.
Well, I'm trying to find a way to bash Sparks without bashing the people that finished worse than him. It is just hard to find the words. You just got unlucky. It happens. Umamusume.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. It's RNG. Isn't that what the famous thumbnail says?
And that's why we have 3 races and not just one. It's a
True.
chance to bounce back, but we were kind of afraid for Badoke, right? But because this Falcon is strong enough, she is still placing quite well.
Yeah, like I said, if you're going to be a solo front, I think Smart Falcon is probably the one you want to be solo front on, just because we saw that Sparkly Stardom there did defend and kept her in the lead for a lot longer than I think other fronts would, considering it has that positional requirement. You have mid-game uniques on Kissing for Courage and Operation Cacao, but those can just proc randomly, so it might not proc when you necessarily need it, and then you get overtaken as soon as PDM ends. But Sparkly Stardom requiring you to be encroached on does make it pretty useful for that solo fronting.
We'll see. We'll also see if certain unlucky members of the previous race can stay unblocked and unbothered in this one.
Yep. When you see No Stopping Me proc, you would think you wouldn't get blocked anymore. It's called No Stopping Me. You're not supposed to hit No Stopping Me into a stop sign.
And we're off. The Smart Falcon maintaining the lead. The Fuji Kiseki. Where's the Fuji Kiseki?
Oh no, she might have had a late start into a kidnap situation.
Oh no.
I see that blue dot. It is. Oh, she is far back there.
Oh. However, this Agnes Digital number 6 pick is looking quite good here in this situation when the Fuji Kiseki is out of the picture.
You say she's looking good. I say she's looking like she's about to hit a big PDM. We'll see. It's pretty close. PDM just about over. So if she pushes up now, it should be okay.
And all the backliners are pushing up here, trying to find an opportunity. This track is not very long after all, and Smart Falcon's already being caught up to. There's the extra velocity coming out. There's the redshift. Everything on the table here for Pick, who is currently in the lead of the pack. Sparks on the outside. Nothing ventured. Straightaway spurts. Wait a second. Is it Pick? But no on the inside. Catching up. It's looking really, really close. It's the Ogre Cap on the inside, looking to overtake the Smart Falcon, looking to get first place. But on the outside, so many Agnes Digitals making up the placements. Third, second, maybe even... Okay, well, my bad.
Oh, Triumphant Pulse has solved Umamusume once again.
Yep, Jackalaka once again getting first place here.
The LeBron James of Umamusume defending his epithet.
Wow. I thought I hyped him up too much, I'll be honest. but no, like 2 first places in a row. No matter what he places in this next race, he's the MVP.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When I saw the Uma at the last second while we were setting up, I already knew what was gonna happen at the end, and I was not concerned at all with Jakalaka's point deficit.
Yeah. Can we get a full placement idea here? 6th again. Oh, and Charles, who was just talking smack on Wagent for finishing worse than Christmas Ogre, finishes worse himself the very next race.
Oh,
That's
man,
some
the
karma.
soulful bar. Yeah. Sparks setting the bar at 6th in each race.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Ray, I mean, it had to be a late start, right? I don't know what else could have happened for her, unless it was just a bunch of Uma stands, and
that was brutal. Like, I was talking about it, I saw the mini map, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunately just something you can't really recover from.
Let's see.
Can we talk about the skill from Jaka, though, to hit Corner Connoisseur in 2 tracks in a row?
It was a little early that time, but it might have still had some carryover. It's hard to tell without the in-depth analysis.
Yeah, that was a little bit early. I think it did not have much, if any, of an effect, but she did end up getting an XL, I believe, on that final bit, going into a duel on the final straight with that Ogre unique. So it was just everything aligning on that inside rail as well.
Point totals updated here, and Jakalaka is fast approaching the other teams at the moment.
I can tell you Corner Connoisseur was no longer active once we hit that point, but it was Nimble Navigator.
I see.
Nimble Navigator into Forward March into Teeples.
What happened to Charles?
Well, there's just so many ogres. I'm not exactly sure which one is his. But it looks like the only thing he hit a very late on your left. But other than that, I mean, the only thing he hit was Ignited Spirit Power.
Oh,
and even that was pretty late.
Yeah, unfortunately for Charles, on this kind of long straight, you really want to get the dueling, and he was isolated in the back inside rail without any dual targets, so he was not able to take advantage of that.
Yeah, it was a very late Ignited Spirit Power into a even more late on your left, and just no skill procs at all. So she unfortunately just didn't have it in her to catch up.
All right, ready for the final race of the coaches, the final race of race day 1.
Heading to the final race is going to be Hakodate Dirt 1700 with 1 medium-sized downhill and 1 big uphill. The RXL this time is going to be at the early start of corner 3. So these late players are going to be eating well once again. Badok having another opportunity to hopefully score well for himself on this map with his angling and scheming, staying in the front. But it is going to be hard to keep that position with all of these late surgers running him down with that Dober unique.
Yep. And I'm interested to see if Jaka can pull off the sweep. We saw it in the sprint, and then I don't think we've seen it since. Or was it the mile? Whichever one came first.
I believe it was going to be the mile from Wagent's team.
That would be pretty aura if we started on a sweep and then we ended on a sweep. Smart Falcon in gate 5.
Oh, this time Fujikazeki escaping from the pack.
Yep, this time there is no kidnapping to be seen, luckily for Ray.
That's good. Getting a chance here. In the pack at the back, though. This time it's Cat Bomb trying to overtake. No, looking like Cat Bomb is congested here. Number 9 falling behind. Number 8, Jakalaka at the front of the backliners. Now Cause number 6 advancing forward, as well as Charles number 2, who is poking out as well.
Yep, and we are getting out of that halfway point. Pace down mode no longer a concern, so anyone can push up whenever they feel like it now. And it's just going to be, and we still have not seen the Sparkly Stardom, I want to point that out. We could see it on the final straight at this point, if it could even proc there. I think it has to be in the mid-race, though.
Yeah, but the backliners are all catching up here. Fuji Kaseki trying to do something, trying to not be passed, but right now it's all the Ogre caps. It is Charles who is in first place at the moment, but also Cause who is catching up. Cause on the outside, looking good. Agnes Digital overtaking. Enough speed? No, it's Charles on the inside. Second place is at the very end. Not quite enough.
I think Charles held on.
Wow, Jackalaka almost got 3 first places.
Almost, but almost isn't quite enough. But I mean, that's still a really, really good result.
This Jackalaka guy, I don't know what's going on with him. He hit almost perfect Furious Feet. Another Camel Axel alongside the corner connoisseur. He almost stole it this one. I cannot believe my eyes.
Yeah, I think Cause actually helped Charles. I saw Charles hit Triumphant Pulse, so I think Cause overtook just like a couple meters early. If Cause had overtaken a little bit later, then you would have missed the T-Pulse. T-Pulse can't activate late. It can only activate at exactly 200 meters left. So if she had still been in first when they hit that 200 meter mark, he would have missed it entirely, and it might have been probably would have been Jaka winning with Cause in second.
Yeah, I did see Charles pop a corner connoisseur himself. Is there really anything else to say about these Ogre players?
Well, there's one thing to say about one Ogre player, and that is Soulful at X Ogre. Sparks himself coming in fourth that time.
Maybe we treated him too harshly.
Yeah, maybe
maybe we treated him too harshly.
Maybe the vision was there.
Putting down a unique skill, he takes 6, and 4th. It's surprisingly consistent performance.
Yeah, maybe they settle for only skinning him alive.
Wow, like he did it. he stayed afloat.
Yeah. You're my second favorite Ogre player.
You're my second favorite Ogre player. Who's the first favorite? But I think at this point, now the question is, do we interview Jaka or do we interview Wagent's team again for holding on to first throughout all that carnage?
Why not both?
Oh man,
let's go Jaka first. Go. We need to speed up. Charles needs to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh,
hello there.
What's up?
So,
so I think if anything, out of all this, we should learn that Christmas Ogre is OP. Because how the hell is Sparks getting these placements?
I mean,
thoughts? Like, what is this guy cooking?
Okay.
So Jaka.
Yeah. What's up?
You got a lot of pressure heading into this event, right? Like, you were advertised as the LeBron James of Umamusume. You know, you were hyped up and everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you think I delivered?
You might have delivered more than I thought. Like, how did you do this? How did you create this Ogre cap?
So, that's what happens when you're able to play Ogre cap, because she races a fuck ton, and then you hit Fast Learner cap in your third shop, and you also hit... Okay, I also hit top acupuncturist option, by the way, in this run.
Bro.
I hit acupuncturist, and I hit the top option, and it hit. So that's how high roll this run is.
Are you gonna make a new Ogre recap for next week, or?
Oh, that's a good question. I think my teammates need some parents. is I think the big thing holding us back. So I think I need to put my attention towards that, like trying to get them some good borrows they can use.
Yeah.
So I think even if like the other coaches manage to hit something better than me, I think if I could raise what my teammates can do, I think that'll be like the biggest opportunity for us to make a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Kronos got hoed too.
Yeah, I got so.
Yeah, we need to talk about Kronos. We need to talk about
Any of the
Kronos.
races, like I got blocked every single race, and it was so unfortunate. Like the third race, I procced 5 skills, like, and then instantly blocked. Second race, blocked. First race, blocked in third. Like, it was so unfortunate. Like, you should just watch back the vid and just see how screwed over I got every single race. It was so unfortunate because I do think my Kawakami was like one of the strongest ones in the lobby, but just such a shame what happened.
I think he got hoed.
There was like an alternate universe, right? The incomplete lobby
the incomplete lobby I got first. Like, it was like first fight. Like, come on, it was so unfortunate.
I think you should give us like 10 consolation points. Thoughts?
20.
So true.
20. Yes, exactly. Wolfie gets it.
We ran out of budget for points after I accidentally gave Charles 20 and then took them away.
I see.
Wait, can you take another 20 away? I need to see it. I didn't see it.
Do it again, or I won't believe it.
It's true. It's okay. We're late surging. We're gonna come back.
Yes.
True.
Well, we're technically in the mid pack, so we're in a good spot.
We're outpacing late surging.
We went. We're going up.
Yeah, I think everyone's actually pretty even. I think the only breakaways are Wagen and Charles right now, but
sorry,
I think
I'm hearing that I might have made one last point total error.
Oh my god!
Wait, really?
I've been making a lot of point total errors. Give me a second.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. No, this seems correct.
Okay, so whoever said that you were wrong, you should take away points from them.
Ban them.
You should
Show them a real
give us
life.
some points. Yeah.
It's okay.
Uh,
Team Jagalaga, we're
1,
coming
2,
back.
3?
We got it.
Yeah. It seems correct. Okay, never mind. I didn't make a mistake this time. But yeah, any last thoughts before we head on to another
I think the big thing is that we barely cross the sparks threshold, which worries me a little bit because you don't want to be that close to the sparks threshold. You know what I mean? Unfortunate for Pick, Cat Bomb, and Ray, who were not better than Sparks. I mean, he's literally the coughing baby and the coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb meme, and I mean, like sometimes you just get unlucky. I mean, like, so I can't wait to see what Pick and Ray and our good friend Cat Bomb can cook up.
All right, we'll head on over to Charles for 2 seconds and then head to. Am I dumb? Where are we gonna head to?
I don't know. Hashtag anyone, anybody but
Wagen.
Sparks.
Okay. Charles and the Wagen. All right, see ya. Hello.
Sparks is like the.
What, he's so tired.
Yo. Wait, did they just hop in? Hello?
Yeah. They're calling us the second best to ever do it, by the way.
Yo, is this consistency not goated? Like, sure, we can just not we can not win anything until the very last race where it instant corner shoot. But like, is the consistency in hitting second place across all of the races not a sign of just having better strategy as a whole? Despite like the aces could not beat Omega Thanos, but like, is that just not better strategy still?
Yeah, I think it shows in the point total. I mean, you're only 3 points behind Wagent, so that's anyone's game.
Wait,
yeah, like
wow.
Ending off the first race. Go on, Saya.
Yeah, I looked at the table that Jesu sent, and every single one of your members got above 15 points.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. We have Jade here who has literally not played a single game of Mant since the start of Mant. Listen here, everybody. J2 has not played a single game of Mant. Actually, like, he has been making F rank McQueens every single day, all the way until 2 days ago. And then I wasn't even there to coach him. Mark did. And in 1 day, 2 days, he was able to hit a mono Top Gun that placed and hit, like, I don't know, I forgot. It was like 7-2-2 or something. I forgot. It got 5. Sorry, what? It got some points. Yeah. He got some points. Like, is that not talent? Is that not talent? I'm very proud of my team. And honestly, I was very busy. I had a lot of stuff that I had. I had a lot of stuff on hand, but still, in the 2 sessions that we had together during the planning, everybody was very very cool and was able to like just pull their own weight and build very strong enough aces that everybody got more than 50 points, as I said. So yeah, I'm very proud of everybody here. My teammates, do you guys have anything to say? Would you like to say something?
Freaking buzzer beater ace for me. You hopped in VC to help me with the skills last minute.
Oh yeah. It was like, go on.
I was just gonna say, like, I think like the team as a whole, that we're functioning pretty well. Even though you've been busy, like that we've been able to pull off a lot of stuff, and I'm looking forward to the second round.
Yeah.
I just put my head down. Charles said, Charles just said, "Hey, make these parents. Hey, make this ace." I'm like, "Yes, sir. Whatever, man. How are there no other pace chasers in my damn lobby? What the? Only 2 front row. What the? Why were they all in fucking long? That makes no sense."
It was insane how you were the only pace chaser. I honestly predicted.
Crazy.
I think it was Cause as well, right? Said we thought there was going to be like 3 to 4 fronts, but then turns out it was just only 2, and it surprised me a little bit. But then Nick Spachonki just ran it down 2 times and got second place twice. It was quite insane. I'm very proud of him. If you really look at the skill set on it, it's actually kind of insane. It was like Umastan, tailed high, PTO, and ramp, and right-handed, I think. And spring runner as well, I think. This is very charming. And Ray, would you like to say something?
Nothing. Yay, let's go! Yay!
W team, W team,
W team, W team.
Round 2, yay!
We'll run it back to round 2.
Wait.
It's 12. Go on, Saya.
One last question. I'm gonna hold you from sleeping for a little bit. Markillis,
no.
How are you gonna handle the 8 front 1 end lobby?
I think the real solution here is to go super front. I'm just gonna lock down on it and just build a god.
Okay. Would you just be first place? I see.
Just be first. That's all that matters. Just hit. Just win.
Simple.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my teammate, guys. That's my teammate. W.
That's my goat. That's my goat. He taught me. He taught me, man. He sat in call and he was like, "Any questions you got?" I'm like, "I have so many questions." He's like, "Okay, I gotcha."
While doing 30 runs in 2 days or something.
He taught me how to walk like a baby deer. It was so awesome.
Jesus.
All right. Well, we'll head on to Wagen. A good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
GG's.
Running a new Uma today.
Oh, yeah, all of us were sick. Broke my leg.
We're doing
We're on air, quick.
They're on.
Oh, hello everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
So,
hello.
Sitting at first place here, how are you feeling?
Pretty good. We were just discussing what kind of Johnning we should do, like the other teams.
Yeah.
But we came up with. We're feeling pretty good. I sold my team, but I'm very happy with how everyone else did. I spent most of the coaching event doing parent runs for them, so by the time it was time for me to make my digital, I was like, oh no. I sent 5 runs, none of them hit, and I was like, ugh. So
You know
next
what?
time I'll do less parenting. What's up?
Yeah, that's what Jaka said he wished he did because he spent a lot of time making his own ace, and although it performed, his teammates did not have to have the parents they needed to get the aces they wanted. So you taking one for the team there, I think it showed in the points you guys got in this event.
I completely agree. I think that's why we're in first place, because I spent so much time parent farming instead of working on myself. Though I should have worked a bit more on myself, but I do agree. I think I credit all of that to our success. It was all my team. They're incredible people, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's go down the line here.
Yeah, you should go talk to the other teammates I got.
Rin,
They have a lot to say.
although the front runners made it difficult, you got quite a few points in the long category.
Yeah. I feel like the one difference, if I had like one late surge or an end closer with me, I think Maya would have probably stood a stronger chance to catch up sooner. It just took a little bit too long to catch up to them because she doesn't really have any mid-game velocity to keep up. But that second run where she hit literally everything was friggin' insane to watch.
Mm-hmm. And that first race was quite unfortunate.
Yeah. Which she has a pretty high wit, so I was surprised that she didn't hit spurt there, but oh well, we'll see what happens next time.
Yep. And let's see. Kashu, any thoughts after your races?
Oh man, I'm coming back way harder next week, let me tell you, cuz this time I switched Umas like 6 times. Me and Weijin, we had like 4 or 5 different training sessions. I'd do an Uma 4 or 5 times, it wouldn't hit. I'd go, okay, I'm swapping Umas 4 or 5 times, wouldn't hit. I'm swapping Umas. And even this Tama that I did today didn't really hit. It was like my second run with Tama, but yeah, next week's gonna go crazy.
All right, Leo. How did your category go?
Yeah, I was happy. I thought for a while I was going to be the only late in a very front end pace, so I was, happy to see another King Halo showed up to those sprint races. But, she placed, I think, 4th, 3rd, 4th, so I was pretty happy with the consistency. But I probably done a few dozen Halo runs, and I'm probably going to keep on doing more Halo runs because I know I have it in me to get in first place, and I want to see her take that #1 spot. So I think it was a good first day, but we're, like Cashew said, pushing for first next time.
All right. And the new LeBron James of Umamusume, outscoring Jakalaka by 3 points. How are you doing, Junior Jam?
It wasn't close.
I mean, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I just made a really strong horde, and I feel like, especially for my skill bracket, it's a little overbearing. But I'll take it. I'm interested to see the horses that everyone brings next week. I'm sure it's gonna be a lot stronger, and there's some close calls in the races that I had, anyways. So should be interesting next week for sure. And my team also did super well, so I'm hoping my team will do even better next time. We'll get even better horses, and we will all rise to first place. Woo!
Woo, baby!
Woo!
Yeah,
And it's a good thing you're running Aishin Flash next
Yep.
week.
And I'm making a new horse.
That's true. Yeah, you're becoming more soulful. You're getting the.
Yeah, I've had my time in the sun. I gotta step down for a little bit.
I mean, you're the only person on our team who didn't run a backliner, so you
Sorry.
gotta.
I gotta fit the agenda. I gotta fit the agenda.
Reel it back. We have an agenda to push.
Actually, can I screenshot your team submission thread?
Yeah. It is pretty funny.
It's really funny.
So let's see. I need to get the perfect crop on this screenshot. Give me a second. It's gonna show up on stream in a second. Image. Browse. There we go.
Perfect. The humble frontliner. Hey, if I could run Bourbon backline, I would. So.
Well, anything you want? Any of you want to say before we end the stream?
Oh yeah, all the other teams left VC.
Everyone's gone.
Well,
It's just
thank you
us.
everyone for watching us. I know it took a little while, but we will be back for more in a week from now, and be sure to check out every trainee's occasional stream, assuming people will remake Aces. It was great.
Yes.
I'll continue my quest for that Yuji Mino.
Yes, please cheer our team on, even if we're in first place. Please continue praying for us to be in first place.
Cheering for Mihono Bourbon.
Wait. So this is the halfway mark of the event, right?
Right.
Yep.
And at the halfway mark, your team is in first place.
Yep.
That means that your team is using the strategy known as front running.
Oh. No, we're
I
not.
I'm pushing Cacao already.
So Wagent, you're a fake backliner player. Your team is front running.
Oh.
Well, no, because Wagent went last or back half of the.
Exactly. I was trying to reel us back to end close. Exactly.
Yeah. He was fifth or worst in every match, which was like the back part of the racing. So he's the backliner.
If anything, I think you were runaway. You started really strong, held your lead through the mid, and then the gap got really, really closed as you guys performed worse through the later races.
Hey, what the hell?
Hey. I'll have you know. Kazu won a race. I'll have you know.
That's true. She did win a race. Did you win any races, Mr. Commentator? I don't think so.
Exactly.
Yeah, there were whisperings that the staff, there's 5 total staff members. There were whisperings that we were the secret 10th team, but unfortunately we were not.
They're the secret LeBron team at the very end. You have to fight.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I was incredibly surprised. Well, I shouldn't have been surprised, but the Umamusume Twitch category was very active. Thank you to anyone who watched any POV of this stream. And yeah, that's about it. See you next week for this, but again, and worth double the points. See ya.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We're winning
Bye.
this thing.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Check out W Agent.
So when are you gonna upload your next video?
Can we end the stream?